Squirrel.
Yo, what kind of racket y'all doing right now? Cause I wasn't even in here. I forgot to set up half my stuff. I ran out of time. Ran out of time. What is up? How are you, R3? What up, Dizzle? How we doing? How we doing? What do we want? Brick economy, maybe? Do that. Center screen. Looks like you wanted to play Ark. You know, I do want to play some Ark, but it's Monday night, and Monday night is for minis. I do feel really awful for sleeping in on you yesterday, dude. Hands down. I'm gonna blame the melatonin. 1000%. Blaming that. Blaming that. Trying to get everything set up here. Why is my white balance so off? What is going on? Is this, I think I lost power or something today because shit's like reset. Sub 2 hype though? Is that the 14th or the 16th? Because I do need to make that purchase. I do need to make that purchase. All right, Subnautica is the 14th. What's on the 16th? We need a calendar in the Discord. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love over on Red. Arthur, how you been, dude? I hadn't seen you in a hot moment. Bro, what is this doing? Sorry, I got like half my stuff set up. I love that I just have a razor blade just chilling. Just chilling. Oh, I guess we could put Figventory up, right? Because we'll be doing that at some point. Arc is the 19th. There, you told me something was on the 16th, I thought. I don't know. Dude, did this connect? Or is it just like chilling? There we go. Alright, we gotta change it. We're gonna leave it at this. Hopefully it doesn't have a seizure. There's that. We got the bulk in here. We got the bulk. What else we got? Oh, I'm not even live on TikTok yet. Jesus Christ. Guys, what am I doing with my life? Arc is the 19th. I thought, yeah, it's either the 14th or the 16th. I don't know. One of the two. I'm gonna start getting better with events in Discord. I think. Droid camera disconnected. Oh man, is that phone dead? I bet that phone's dead. Bro, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Gonna happen. Allegedly? I mean, if only you would play Fortnite with me. It's Lego though. We got 97%. I bet it was trapped on a button. Bet it was trapped on a button. What is it? Okay. There we go. Alright, who made the comment about Pokemon being the next CMF? I don't know. I've seen it. I've actually seen that posted somewhere that they were thinking that it was going to be. Was that in the Figventory Discord? Speaking of, I've heard we might have a special guest tonight too. Well, R3, I'm in like 97 Discords, but yeah, I think it's in the Figventory. But I don't remember. It was in Fig Talk, wasn't it? Oh, probably SAG. Yeah, probably SAG. Yo, on my stream the other night on TT, I got a red flag for having static images while I had stuff via TT shop. It was crazy. You would buy 10 boxes, right? I would if it like I've got a local place that what is that? I have a local place that does their CMFs and I can get a guaranteed set. I almost thought about started doing that. Bro, why is my number so high? I might have to clear out some of my Figventory. All right, fam. I think we're in here. I think we got everything going. Think we're good. What is that number, Diz? I don't know.
Sorry, what did you? I fixed.
Yo. Who up in here? Oh, that's me. Oh, there's my government name. Rip. Rip. Oh. You idiot. You idiot. Alright, so what do we want to do here first? We got... This is where we're at. This is where we're at on the sail barge. Progress. Like I'm holding up a fish that we just caught. Look how big this thing is. Oh, I need to get... I mean, I literally set you up on that one. What up, Kobe? How are you? Welcome in. I literally set you up. That was like a T-ball bat. Alright, so let's look at this. I think I got containers that don't need to be here. The hell was I scanning? Alright, delete. Facebook test. 79 minifigs. Definitely not mine. Unreviewed 638. What? Yo, what up, Sag? Were you the one in Discord that was talking about Pokemon being the next CMF? We're trying to clean out my Figventory here. Your prediction is that you just you guessing, or is there any rhyme or reason to that? Yo, Mr. Litters. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome. I heard some rumblings that it will be new IP. Pokemon is new as of this year for Lego from Brazil. Well, welcome in from Brazil. Dizzle, like, we're gonna get you hooked on Lego, man. Like, you already bought some Lego. Have you built it yet? Do you glue your SW together? What do you mean? I don't glue anything together. What are these? What are these? Oh, that's that one guy. Okay. Yo, thanks for the likes over on the red. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well. We're live on all the platforms. Pick your favorite color. Pick your favorite platform. We're on them all. What up, Charles? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome. Ungrouped. How's Brazil? I'm actually watching a TV show that's in Brazil right now. Not sure what I think about it, to be honest. The show, not the country. Just to clarify. Just to clarify. Yo, thanks for the hearts. Man, Red's killing it over here. Red is killing it. TT's not doing much of anything currently. All right, so we want to let's do this. We need to I want to create a new group. How do I do that? Where is my manage button? Manage. Create new group. And we want Monday minifigs. We want that. Add. All right, and then condense. And then we want Monday minifigs. Apply. All right, so I need to delete that one. So if I'm in the manage folder, am I able to delete all the things? That's where I'm curious. I'm not sure. What up, Orange Pants? How are you? Welcome in. Best viewers. I already got some of the best viewers, man. I don't need to buy them. I don't need to buy them. I don't think so, at least. Let's delete this one. Alright, and then we want to create a new container. Today is 5/11. Alright, and let's do that. And then we're gonna go ahead and add that to the group. Oh, wait. Monday minifigs. Apply. Yo, thanks for the hearts over on red again. Holy cow. Alright, I think R3's at work. But yeah, confirmed Sig was the one. Bro, is she on right now? I don't know if I can join. Yeah, she is on. That's funny. Alright, we got that. I don't want to learn about the new stuff on there. See. I don't have my spin tray. Hey, Matt hasn't added a feature to be able to scan in all the figures, right? Bro, this stuff's dirty. Alright, so all this stuff came from the guy. Oh, these are fake. Are these fake? No, that's got Lego on it. Okay. Yeah, so all these came from that guy that I had to really, like, clean my stuff. But that's the first thing. I don't know what set this is from. Is this from the, Thor's house? No. I want to be able to take a set number and just add all those figures. Oh. That wasn't all of them. Just kidding. I have more. Apparently, I now collect Marvel figures. I need to have it first. I have this. I don't. What is this? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. You have to have them registered, and then you can add them through search. I don't. So, I have a whole living room full of sets, right? And I know I have the figures because I bought them brand new in box. So I know I have those figures. I just want to punch in the set number and then add figs. versus having to go in. I know I can search them and then add them manually like that. But like, I've got, let's see, I got a container that is display. I don't know why. I don't know what that number is. Oh, that's the set number. But like, I want to have everything that I have on display and then be able to just punch those in. That would be lovely. Lovely. What up, Ren? What up, Summage? All right, R3. I know you're here. Sig's here. Dizzle's hanging out. We're trying to get him hooked on Lego. Oh, it'd save all kinds of time. I've talked to him about it, but I feel like, because where was it to where you can search a set? Oh my god, 80. I have, so this is all containers, bro. This list has gone up since the last time I've been on here, and I haven't added anything new. Needs review 53. Oh yeah. I don't know if I've ever broken down how I actually store all mine right now. They're not actually stored. That's the issue. But like, let's go to parts. So, like, I have the dates of the bulk that I purchased, and then within that bulk, I have a little container that is chest complete. Like this particular one, I had complete ones that were already bagged. I had not bagged hands, headgear, heads, legs, neck gear. When you get off your bottom, yeah, but you're doing it like one container at a time, right? Because yours are like little drawers. Mine's like a big container, but then I have them all in smaller containers within those, and they're all on a shelf right now. I need to get those added. And see, like, do I list this bulk as this, or is this some? I don't need to do another. Why did I do this as? Because that should have been a bulk as well. I just named it Monday Minifigs. I'm just an idiot. That's why. I'm just an idiot. This was Saturday. Saturday was the 9th. I need to delete this. We want to create a new one. 509. Election by? I don't know. Add. You are impulsive, so whatever you're thinking is what you name it on the fly. 100%. 100%. But I did it last Monday, but it was also, I bought those Lego in a parking lot at Walmart. So I named it Monday. I named it Monday Minifigs because I bought them on a Monday. All right, I need to collapse all on this right here. All right, and then we need a new group. Was 50926 collection. Apply. All right. So there's that. We've got these guys. I don't know what set these guys are from. Here's the worst part: is I'm still using Brickanize for my single like snaps. Yeah, ding. Let's see which minifig it picks. Mr. Knight. Alright, Mr. Knight, Marvel Studios Series 2 complete set with stand and accessories. Bro, that's a whole... What? What is that from? So this is a whole set. All right, hold on. COLR15. Ah. So these are CMFs. Holy shit. Moon Knight, is that not the one I have? Oh, I got Mr. Knight, not Moon Knight. So did... Interesting. Weekly Warrior, dude. I check Facebook Marketplace sales more than I check Discord or any of my other socials. I'll be 100% honest. Okay, so this is what these look like. All right, they're just not worth that much. All right, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know you did much Lego, to be honest, Dizzle. So you said you bought the dragon. Are you talking about Figventory or what? Or like a different group? Because I mean, you're trying to open up an actual store, right? Or like a Bricklink store? All right. Let's see. Look at this little car. Car's pretty sweet. No. I'm not gonna get that Star Trek Lego. A friend of mine bought it, and enjoyed it, but no. I can't remember the dragon's name. I'm already up past my bedtime on Mondays, man. I'm sitting here drinking coffee at 9:30 just to stay awake to talk to you guys. Yeah, Tooth. Toodles. Yeah. Toothless. That's right. Dude, my kid used to love... I still need to go see the movie. But my kid loved the show. And I was going to take her, and I think she went with her mom. And so I didn't. Alright, let's switch it up. I don't want to scan this stuff yet. We're going to wait till Matt gets in here. And then, so I'm talking about like the movies, the animated movies. I remember 2 for sure. Like, their older brother had the bedspread and everything, and I haven't seen the live action movie yet. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, gets in. Let's bombard him with your requests and adding a whole set. Oh, I'm going to. That's my plan. I have a whole list of stuff. Like, hey, can we add this? 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 Alright, I'm gonna try to switch it views here and see if it doesn't crash everything. Because I did not test it before stream. Yo, there we go. Alright, so the camera works, so that's good. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, we're gonna switch it back. We're actually on Figventory right now, so we'll do that. We'll add the Figventory flavor. We'll add that flavor. And then I need to... Man, I was hoping my tapper would come in. Not here yet. Purple! Dude, my default light is purple. What color did you just change to? White? I'm like, ah! Yeah, I need to. I haven't touched those settings in ages. That's so funny. And I can set it all up. It's all set up. I need to set it all up through Lumia. So I can get alert sounds and shit set up and make you a bot everywhere. Blue, you using all those points. Bro, where is this at? I don't want smart view. Or is that what I want? Yeah, it is. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. There we go. Alright, now I can see chat. Sweet. I got over 300,000. That's wild. So what you're saying is I should reset them. JK, JK. JK, JK. I would never. Yeah, I'd say you probably have the most. Alright. I mean, I'll be good, but new peeps won't. Alright, let's switch over. Oh, look who it is! Figventory followed my channel. Oh, man. Crazy. Hey, that's a bunch though, man. That's a bunch. Finally got it together. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I tagged you on the Twitterverse earlier. Is it just 5 years? I guess you probably didn't come over until we closed down Mixer though. What up, Matt? How are you, man? Let's switch it over. We're gonna go over to the building table. Look at all these blue lights. That is his camera. No, thanks, man. It's a work in progress. Work in progress. The only thing I don't have is a mic. Like, my mic's still over here behind my chair. So, that's the issue. So, that's the worst part. Alright, but here's what we got. I don't get tangled up in cords. Well, it already happened. That's why I have a breakaway. Alright. Here's what we got. Lots of vehicles. There's a minifig in there. That's a Jurassic Park set. Bunch of other cars. I'll be selling all the cars. I just don't know if I want to break them up. All these have people? Oh, dude, all these have people in them, too. Holy cow. Alright, so Matt, Alright. Matt. Me and R3 were talking. We need to be able to type in a... we need to be able to type in a set number and then add the figures from there. We got a Ferrari. That one doesn't have a driver. This looks like a James Bond car. No driver. Got a whole bunch of these now. Like, I don't do anything with race cars. This looks like a Star Wars something or other. I don't know what that goes to. These are the satellite things. Space. I don't know what that goes to. More cars. So many cars, guys. When you say add the figures from there, do you mean to queue of items you want to build / source? Alright, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. We'll come back over here for a second. That way everybody can hear me. Let's see. I really need to set up buttons for changing my camera. We're gonna switch it over to the Figventory view. But we have this set. Right? And then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know how many figs are in this set. But my example was, instead of taking all these out to scan them, I don't like, why is there's so much random stuff in here? Why is Thor Thor's over here just passed out in the office? That's fantastic. And there is caution when he that's great. What up, Turbo? How are you? Who's you? How are you? Welcome in. But like, I have a whole living room full of Star Wars sets, right? And so this is like, we talked originally about that other app, the green looking one, and being able to scan sets and do that. But I want to be able to either scan the set like I can with Rick and I's can, and it names the set. I think you told me that Figventory can. Do you want to jump in a call? Would that be easier? Or do you want to do type? I don't... Whichever way you prefer, I don't care. Do you have voice channels in Big Discord or no? Alright, let me leave my Discord channel chat. And let's see. Ring ring. Join call. Hello?
Yo, what up?
What up? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. It's been forever, man. It's been like what? April? March?
Yeah.
Something?
I think so. Something like that. It's been a grindy month.
Oh yeah. Well, you've been busy. All right. So now I don't feel like I'm yelling at you. But like, I have a living room full of sets. Like, if I scan this, that's a whole nother thing too. Is I realized the other day is I'm still like, because I'm doing a minifigure a day for the month of May for Star Wars, right? But every morning I get up and scan one of those figures, but I'm still scanning with Bricklink because it's just a single photo, right? So where I want to be able to do that with Fig, where it's not adding, and I don't have to create a thing. I don't have to do anything, like a one-touch button. That would be fantastic.
Oh, I got you. So like, if you just like you know, like quick one-off identifications, just to see, like, you know, it's like, oh, this stickered part is
So-
from this set.
Yeah. So like literally,
And-
I have it up
yeah.
on my phone, and then just go in and like, cool. I want to, and it always goes to the selfie cam, but like, I don't think it's gonna scan any of these figs, but it might. But it's like, cool. I found this set out in the wild. What is this figure? And I don't want to go in and like create a thing, because like I'm doing that with Facebook and doing marketplace, to where I'll create a fake container for it. But being able to like one-off do it and be like, oh, well, I do want to save this, and then creating it would be cool too.
Yeah, there's two things that, I mean, like, there's a couple of things that I can think of, but this is actually like one of the features that's like big on my list after I get done with like this big push.
Sure.
Is basically like, you know, I've noticed you and other folks doing bulk analyze, right?
Yeah.
Like, and kind of
Blowing
like
it up.
leveraging it like the same exact way that you talked about, like creating a container, but it's not actually part of your collection. And so I want to create like a tool that is specific to that.
Yeah.
Right. And the idea, hopefully, I got to do a lot of testing, but would be that you could, you know, really quickly upload a few photos, or take a picture of a lot, and then whatever's identifiable, it would like very quickly sort of like identify for you, and, you know, tell you what you have, and then also check that against your pre-existing inventory and figures, right? To tell you what you might be able to complete and how much those completions would be worth.
Yeah. I mean, anytime I find a picture of any minifigs on market, I immediately create a folder and dump it over just to see. So it's like, oh, well, like, he has this listed for $100, and then I scan them, and oh, it's $120 in figs. You know, I might be able to pick this up. So
yeah, no, totally. So that's the one case, right? Is like basically like that bulk analysis, and
What's
then the
up,
other
Brock?
one that you're talking about is just this kind of like super, like, this like kind of like super one-off, right? It's like, I just want to see what is this set, so that I can kind of like sanity check the figures that might be in it, right?
Right.
Like, and so that, I think I mean, honestly, like, it'll do a little, I'll have to hook some things up and kind of put it on the list, but I think that, I mean, I'd have to figure out where it would go, but, you know, it could be something that's like linked to like search, right?
All right, Rock, have a good night.
Like, maybe it's like a little quick search camera,
Yeah.
and then like what happens is you hit that camera and search, the part or the set number returns, and then like that returns in search, so you can kind of click on it and then see all of the figures that are related to it.
So here's my question, right?
Yeah.
To where February, when we were playing with this, and there was like 4 people in the Discord, and we were doing single scans, right?
Yeah.
How many people actually still do a single scan?
Very, very few.
Right. So could we just make the single scan that temporary photo, and then if you ended up wanting to add it, then you can choose a container after the fact?
So there, I mean, we could restructure it so that like the container would be after the fact. The single photo thing was like basically, especially now that we have multi-scan, like,
right,
what
yeah.
I'm thinking is
just power scan or power scan figs. That's all I use. And more than not, like, we learned the hard way the other day while I was doing a live, that it's just easier just to take apart the figs and power scan them than actually do the power scan fig, because it was auto substituting the wrong heads, because it was assuming the head was underneath the helmet. But then if I take apart the helmet, then it counts the fig as one, and then it counts the helmet as another, but one's a part and one's a fig, and then so they're not connecting the two.
Oh, will you send me that stream if you know which day it was?
I'll have to dig it. That shouldn't be a problem.
yeah, no, I'm like interested to know because I mean, like I'm over here testing with like like the lots, and I have like my own kind of like workflow or whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like sometimes I don't like see things like that, or like my workflow is just like different. So um yeah, so that would be super helpful.
Let me look if I can pull it up or not. It's more remembering what it was. I think it was the 423. Funny story is actually the bulk that I got from this same person. He's moving and I bought the rest of it. But because like it would power scan it, and it worked. But then I did and
this was
go ahead.
And when was this? Sorry. How long ago was this?
This one's dated 423. I'm not sure when I actually did the stream.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, the Harry Potter racer. Yeah, you're right.
so that might actually work a little bit better now.
Yeah.
Because I actually like in the past week, I'm about to give you guys like a huge beta update because I know it's been like so long since I did one.
You're good.
But I spent like a week really trying to like test the identification in the two different modes and like optimize for speed and like overall accuracy, right? And so I ran like a ridiculous amount of tests and made some changes, and I think, I mean, knock on wood, but like I was getting like 97th percentile on my end.
Awesome.
Like in terms of like the correct sort of like at least bounding boxes around the parts.
Yeah.
And it was working like, I mean, if you had, basically like under 30 seconds.
2 Mondays ago.
Yeah. So this definitely came in after that. Okay. So
well,
I'd be interested to know.
Even last week I noticed to where the binding boxes were much tighter because I barely separated the figs, and it calculated really well. I'm trying to pull up I can't ever remember how to access the photo that it used, but I don't even know if I can, because it might be in minifigs now. I have to go, but talk on Discord. All right, CR3. I think you're at work. Where is? Yeah, but I've got it all on there because I think that wasn't last week when you were picking up your bulk. That was the week before, I think. And then I had scanned some of them because I thought they were all complete, and then turns out half of them have different heads, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, well, that's, I mean, I kind of like, I thought I scored, but I didn't on my.
It was just one of those things to where, it should assume that it's got 90% of the stuff, and the one thing that it doesn't have is the head underneath, so it assumes that it's right. And like that's how I discovered it. Is that somebody called me out on one of my posts? It was like, hey, that's the wrong head for that Han Solo. And then I went and looked, and sure enough, and then I went and looked at the other figure that was in that set, and they had opposite heads, and like they were super close to the right heads, but sure enough, it was the wrong one.
Yeah, no, you want to know actually something that's kind of cool that I noticed? If
it was these two right here.
If you put if you pull a helmet off the head, right, and put it down right next to the figure, or if you pull the helmet so it's like on the top of the head, it'll still draw the bounding box around the entire thing normally, right?
Yeah.
And then what happens is that if you use analyze, the analyze will see that helmet and will be like, oh, like, I mean, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but it works for me like pretty consistently.
That's exactly what it wasn't doing for me, because the power analyze was registering the full minifig minus the helmet, but then it would recognize the helmet as a part and then have them separate. Yo, Sage, what's up? Thanks for the heart meet. Now this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, it's
So
yeah,
it works now.
I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna test this a bit, but yeah.
Well,
I
let
mean,
me just can I repower or not repower scan, but reanalyze this
Yeah,
container? Let me
yeah, absolutely.
let's see. Think it's 420. Weren't you just streaming, girl? Sorry, we're on a call with Deb from Figventory. So I got 3 chats going on. Let's see. Is this the right one? I think it is. Complete.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I gotta pull the stream up. Real
No,
quick,
you're
'cause-
good, dude. Mixed. I'm trying to find where do I see the actual original image? Mix minifigs. Maybe it's under partials. Parts. I think I redid a lot of these. All right, 68 minifigs in this container. Let's view those. Because I did the scan, I did the review, so now they're not showing. But why is it not showing minifigs? Well, that's weird.
Here, let me make this a little bit bigger.
I've got it on purple channel too, to where it may have a larger view versus the TT
So this
one.
this is bulk 68, and they're not. Oh, there we go. That's a bug.
Complete. Mixed. Okay, so let me look at this one. All right, so here's a good example to where literally right here on the side is his helmet, right? And then it says missing helmet and head, but
wait, can you
had
can you click into the to the one you're just talking about?
Yeah. Now, given it's the wrong head, but this is exactly what I was talking about, to where
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
I thought it was the correct, and then it helped me recognize that it was the wrong head, but then the helmet itself is right next to it, like you can see a sliver of it.
Yeah, so that like like almost like touching the minifigure actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because this is one of those things where it's like I could extend the back.
You don't want to send it too far. I understand it, and then but I was also used to 2 months ago to where they had to have some white space between them, outside of heads. Yeah. Heads did really well when they were stacked on top of each other, but anything else, it really didn't work. I'm trying to pull up the original photo, and I don't remember how to get to that.
So this is actually like another thing that I need to put back into now the new minifigure view, because I basically, before, what would happen is if you go to those container, if there was parts in that container, you'll see the container in both parts and minifigs, right? But I kind of scoped each of those views to their own world, right? So parts, only parts, minifigs, only minifigs, and because it just made it felt like it made more sense than cross-pollinating.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff that you see in the parts view, like reviewing the photo or reviewing the detections, that I just didn't mirror in.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. It's not there. I was like, I swear to God, it used to be like right here. Where'd it go? Okay.
Yeah, and these little things are like super helpful for me, because like I'm I'm sometimes moving a little too fast probably, and
Yeah.
then I like
Well, it's I mean
and
it's
then
one
I
of those
forget.
things like a video game to where when you're playing that beta that they brought out, you're playing a build that they built 3 months ago, and they've already fixed 7 of the issues that you're already having. So I assume that's the same thing with you, to where I had these issues with like the helmets and stuff, but then you've already got it fixed. It's just not public.
Yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of. I mean, I've got another big commit coming hopefully later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That like fixes a ton of the import export stuff, and so you know basically now like you'll be able to import from your Bricklink stores or collections
Mm-hmm.
and export to your stores or collections, and like all that should work without issue.
Mm-hmm.
So you know one thing after another.
No, for sure. I know a lot of people are needing those exports. It seems to be pretty high up when they're to dos. I know R3 Sag was in, or Sig was in chat too a moment ago. Sag, I don't know if he still is. R3 had to step out, I think. But yeah, that was one of the things to where like you can literally see like this is that helmet that was right beside it.
Yeah.
But then
Okay, so like, and in this view right here,
it wasn't.
if you open that up, you don't see the review detections. Is that the same container?
Yeah, now I'm under parts instead of minifigs. Let me.
Can you expand the window out a little bit? It's a little like thin. It might be.
Is it, let's see, condition used, add note. Complete. Just maximize it and see. Obviously it's off camera here, but
If is there any?
analyze. I've got analyze at the top, but I'm not seeing a
Can you make
review.
that? Can you make the actual like the entire window wider?
Well, it is. It's just you're only seeing part of the view and the horizontal or the vertical feed.
Gotcha. And so, and that little like review detections isn't up there.
I'm
Dude,
not.
I might have.
Yeah, I'm not
I
seeing it at
honestly
all.
might have. I honestly might have pulled it out and not even realized it.
Now, is it maybe it's on the minifig side and not the part
No,
side? No.
I know for sure I didn't put it there. So yeah, no, this is helpful. I will totally. Yeah, I will totally reintroduce that and also think about like how where it should live a little bit
Go
more clearly.
outside. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on any of these or on this parts review at all. Maybe let's see. I'm looking at the full container. Wonder if
And it's not a container group, right? It's like a single container.
no, it's a group.
Oh, so click into the single container.
Yeah.
Click into like one of the containers from that group.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my helmets here, headgear, and I misspelled it. Yeah, there it is. Review detections. It's there. So that's why we were in the group and not the yeah, because then it pulls it up.
I thought I was going crazy for a second.
Nope. I just wasn't deep enough.
So now if you go to review detections and there was minifigures in one of those sub containers, right? Like then you would be able, I think you should be able to review it from there. And then potentially redraw the bounding box around the
so here's
helmet. I mean, and that's also actually, now that I think of it, that's actually not a bad workaround too. Is that, let's say that the bounding boxes crop in too tight, like, and you have that helmet next to it, you could X out of that bounding box, right? And then redraw the bounding box like around
together.
like So like right there, like
Mm-hmm.
go hit draw at the top.
Yeah. Do I need to delete these two boxes first though?
When you scroll over it, does it give you the X?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to delete those two boxes. And actually, is it a little wonk?
No, I mean it let me draw over it.
Yeah. So if you delete those boxes, one thing I just want to say real quick is that I actually am not entirely. I don't click on. Yeah, I think that it'll just to add another one to your inventory. But yeah, if you do that.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if I deleted those two, if it's gonna delete the files from the other two that was already created.
Let's give it a check and see.
Yeah. Let's see. Scan one. Added that.
Yeah. So if you scan and then if you scan one area, let's just.
Now how do I exit draw? And then we
so if you can just go straight down to scan the.
Oh, I already hit scan. Yeah, I already hit scan and then added it.
Okay, great.
And that's gonna add there. Now where did it take it?
So now if you close that out and then go to that container in minifigs, it'll probably have landed in unreviewed in minifigs.
Need review, or God, why is it showing 54 figs that need reviewed? Is this all of them? No, that's correct. Now the fun part is I don't know which one it would be. 1090. Is it this one?
Well, you could probably just sort
right. Yeah, first one I clicked on. But yeah, so it pulled the helmet this time.
Okay, so now if you click into that one, let's analyze. Hit analyze on that guy, and let's see if the photo with the helmet, if it does it right.
Well, I mean, it already tagged the helmet in this photo, like even without the analyze.
Oh yeah. Well, no, you have the photo in there, but now hit smart analyze real quick.
Yeah, no, I did.
See how they're all unverified right now?
Yeah.
So that's in like the unverified state. So let's see if the analysis will
get it right with. It got everything right because I'm missing the jetpack. Now, is it the right head? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's the right head. So yeah. And
so there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so like for those ones, like if you want to take the helmet off and like put it next to it, I mean, I can't guarantee that it's going to get cropped in there. That's why like sometimes if you put the helmet kind of like sitting weirdly on its head, like so you can see the face but the helmet's there, lots of times it'll then extend the crop up around the full thing. But if not, like, you could always just like redraw those ones around real quick, and now you can do that in the ingest flow too, right? So like before you identify any of that stuff, you could just like really quickly redraw them, and then it should get it right.
Bro, what bulk is this? This one is wild. I don't remember half these. Is it that bad? I've bought too much bulk, and I've added too much random stuff that I don't know what.
No, it's dude. This is what we do.
Yeah, right.
I've got literally I do the exact same thing.
And that's my thing now, as to where it's like, do I just want to like kind of like start over and try to be more organized with it versus trying to go back in and I don't know, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I like restarted with my own collection just to like go end to end on things,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I think what I realized is that, I mean, there's some people that are like really really great at systems and organization, and then what I like to do is, I mean, I just connect the lots and kind of try to sort within the single lot,
Mm-hmm.
right? But what's so cool about this is what I feel like is cool about Figventory is that, you know, let's say I upload a ton of parts to, you know, lot 1, 2, 3, and I've got a couple sub bags in a bag that have like heads and torsos or whatever, and all the complete minifigures. Like, it's pretty easy to then go back in and be like, oh, these torsos are in this bag, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's like a certain level of organization that I feel like hopefully the app takes care of.
No, I think it definitely does. But yeah, like this is the rescan of those to where taking the helmets off because they had the wrong heads. So, all right, so that's a good. Let me see if I can find, because I know these are the wrong heads, and like that one's got the wrong hands. I need to find that actual person though, because I think the analyze moved it over to the minifigs.
Yeah, so I mean, a cool thing too is if you want to drill down into it, like, you know, you can always, I mean, obviously if you're in the container and then you like filter further down into like the theme or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like lots of times you can actually feel like it gets a lot more manageable. My dog's going nuts over here.
Yeah, so this, oh, did it move it over to complete maybe?
And you ran smart analyze on it, right?
Yeah.
Then it would probably have landed if you if you updated it to like missing for the head, it would probably land in partial.
That's right. I'm just trying to, I didn't know that there was this many figures in this set that I picked up. Holy cow, dude. It's wild. Yeah, 67. All right. Let's see. All right, all right, so it won't show me the original photo of this one. Well, it's not even showing me the actual reference. It's just showing the full.
Oh, so that, let me see this one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good.
Okay, so which oh, all right, this one is one you built from parts.
No, this is so via my organization, this was from that bulk, but it was a complete minifig that I scanned in. But it's not showing. That one shows a photo, but
So you see how it says built, and you're positive you never
oh,
built
I
it?
might have built it. Okay.
Yeah, so like when you build a minifigure from parts,
Yeah,
that's
it won't
like,
show. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, and so you probably have another one of those somewhere. I gotta hit it real quick. I gotta go
No.
run upstairs.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, dude. I'll try to hop back on here.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right.
All right, dude.
All right. Cool.
All right, see ya. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm gonna jump off that call. I don't know if he's planning on coming back in or not. Oh, Dave, feel free, dude. Like he was in the TT chat as well, to where if you want to put anything over there, feel free, or because he wasn't watching the Twitch chat. Yeah, like so much of this, I'm just gonna end up having to wipe it, man. Like I might just have to start over, honestly. Like it's because I don't remember half this stuff, because I remember scanning all this in while we were live, and I don't remember most of it. I also don't know who's hanging out in chat over on TT. Appreciate it. Shirley, are you here? Chef, what's up? Not sure who's hanging, but welcome in. Sorry guys, we were on a Discord call, and I'm streaming on 4 platforms. Dude, I love the fact that I pulled this friend set out of the bulk, and Thor was over here laying down with I don't even know where the caution thing came from, but he was like on him, and I have no idea what even any of these minis are. Construction guys, more construction guys. Oh, that's Dune. That's a NASCAR guy. I don't know who that is. Another NASCAR guy. We got so many race car drivers. A random head. Bro, where's the windows at? Oh, the caution things are from construction. Okay. More Dune stuff. He's got a ton of these little base plates. Oh, these are fake base plates. Indy. Ferrari. Spider-Man head. Got an Iron Man helmet. Does this count as my first module? I don't know where that tree came from. Alright, I don't know where the Iron Man helmet goes either. So much stuff. Alright. We need to make a tally list of all the ideas here. And I need a full screen view of this. I'm gonna put that for sure on my list. Let's see what we got here. I mean, theoretically, what's my game default look like? Yeah. That's about as big as I can get, I think. It really doesn't change a whole lot overall. Well, he's gone now. He might be back. But yeah, currently, I want to talk to him to see if he wants anybody else to come in via the call. And that might be something we can work out for in the future. But we've both me and him have shot the idea around of having these kind of uh streams on Monday nights of where we talk about the most recent update, and him like dropping updates on Sunday, and then us talking about them on Monday nights, and kind of like walking through the new updates and features and stuff like that. I don't know who's missing a head. Any of these people missing a head? He's like missing a hat. Bro, are these guys fake? Like, the top of his head looks fake. No, it says Lego. Yeah, I don't know where this head goes. And ice cream, does it go with this set? I don't know if it goes with it or not. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a Ziploc bag so I can put all these minis with it and not get them misplaced. I'll be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere! Keep tapping those hearts! Alright. We're back. It is super hot. I cannot wait to get that AC hooked up in here. Cannot wait. Alright, there's that. So let's see. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, we can swap over. I'm gonna swap back over to build table. Hopefully it's still live. I don't think it's rotating currently, but we still got more of this to pull out. And then we'll hang out and see if he shows back up or not. Alright. Got that? No? Cool. Alright, so, what else do we have? We have a jet. I think that was a 3-in-1 set. This thing is kind of wild. Got treads and everything. Sweet backhoe. Got a hoe construction zone. Here's Thor's house. This set is pretty wild. Pretty wild. Got a walker. That's one I do plan on keeping. Couple more space figs. Satellites. We're gonna have to actually like vacuum this, but that's everything from this bulk, which is pretty wild. Including this, the office. I didn't even see this thing. Like, this is all the CMFs. Or a bunch of the CMFs that are Marvel. I had no idea. Yeah, that's pretty wild. And then all the figures as well. Pretty wild. But they all need to be bathed. Ugh. Alright, who's still hanging out? What we got going on? I was gonna add more figs because he's done some work, he says, but like I'm in this particular container and it says there's 193. Bro, I guess there might be because I have all those partials. This shit is so unorganized. Did I mix? Did I mix two? Is that what happened? Alright, this one's right. That was on the 25th. For sure remember that one. That's what this is. I thought I had a note in it. Yeah, 425. That's what that one was. I don't know what the rest of this is. This guy definitely purchased CMFs though. So that explains a lot, because he's had a lot of those Marvels. He fixed my imported data. I'm like, I thought I was in bad shape. Now, are your imported? Are they duplicates from you trying to import multiple times and it failing, or is that raw data? 3,700. Okay. This is also mixed from that. That makes sense too. Okay. That one is not related. Alright, that makes sense. This one, I don't know where they came from. Do you remember? Oh, God. Because I think you were here in chat. I think that might have been one of the first nights where we had that one guy that had this outfit, and like we had like 4 of them, but none of them were complete. Ah, okay. Yeah, probably. Because I know he's got, that's what he was saying at the beginning of the call, is that he's got a big update with a lot of the export-import stuff fixed and updated. Yeah, the data was making it into the database, but it wasn't tied to the front end. Yeah, I saw the notes in chat or in Discord for it. I just need to know what this container is and where are these people. Minifigs, maybe under parts. Let's see, 425, not Star Wars. Okay, that's what this is. This is all not Star Wars. Okay. Alright. So that is nothing to do with this other bulk. Nada. Nada. Alright, let me see. Is there... Alright, he says he's gonna try to jump back on. Is it right now? Does he have voice chats? Yeah, oh. I had it hidden, is why. Kid had it hidden. Do you like the Monster Fighter line? I've been obsessed recently. Diesel, I've heard a lot of good things with it. I think Sag, actually, he's over on the Purple channel. I think he just picked up some Monster Hunter stuff. Was that you, or is that R3 that did Sag? I don't remember. All right, so he's gonna do some coding, and then try to push the update, and then we can talk about it. So how cool is that? Okay. Here's the other. All right, this is the minis from that set. Those are complete, right? These were complete with the correct heads. I think we built. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't really remember though, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because that's the wrong head. I don't want to have to rescan all these, but I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Diesel, you still here? What up, Caitlin? How are you? I'm too fast. How are you? Welcome. I was trying to look up while he was talking. I was trying to look at marketplace stuff too. To live scan one of those. All right, so that's where those figs are. Good to know with that. I want to add all these figs, but I don't know the best way to do it. I don't know the best way to do it. What up, Tommy? How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm just really not sure. Might have been R3, yeah, very possible. All right, bro, I just don't know the easiest route to do this. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Let's see. All right, so we want to do identify. I'm scared to scan these things, man, because I don't think they're gonna be. Oh. All right. Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. I have so many plans for so many things. But it's one of those things to where like R3 scans everything through his computer via Figventory on desktop through the webcam, and I don't see how you do that. And like my stream setup from this angle, like here, let me change the cam and you can kind of see it. So I have the camera here, right? I have a ring light up top, rings down, and then I have my mat on the, like, it's on the mat. So it's practically an overhead setup when I want it to be. But I have this whole camera set up on a small rig arm where I can adjust it and it can be my face cam as well, outside of this camera here as well. But like I have a whole nother thing like this, and this camera is not even hooked up, but this is like an off-brand GoPro that I don't have hooked up to anything currently. That's for my old overhead setup. Yeah, I don't know how he has it working, honestly. But like for me, scanning from my phone and adding them via my phone works better, and then I can just refresh my desktop view. That way you can see all the data. But I would like to have my camera set up to where you can see me do the photos and like screen share it, but I can share the camera. I tried some software. I don't remember what it was called, but I didn't like it because you would get alerts for all your text and everything on your computer, and I didn't like that. I already don't like getting alerts on my phone. I don't want them on my computer as well. But I talked to him on doing a platform in front of it. It's not like that doesn't, that's one at a time. I don't want to do one at a time. Like I do usually like 20 plus. I still use his old sheets. You weren't around yet, but we had sheets that we had to use, and that it recognized the QR codes in the corners, and then it would map out the figs. I still use the print offs from it to separate my minis. Like it doesn't even use the QRs anymore, but it just gives me something to put them in the table view for. I love the fact that I put my razor in here. Oh, that's the helmet thing. Okay. I get it now. That's probably where that helmet came from. Interesting. Wonder if he did that. Yeah. I mean, this is, I don't buy cars. I have a whole collection of them now. Did you see them all? Crazy. I didn't know they were $30 a pop either. What is this doing? All right. Let's do that. Let's identify. I think all these are correct. We're gonna try to do a power scan. We're gonna do use existing container. 5.9 collection. Run. Oh shit! I didn't upload. Use webcam. Take photo. Yo, thanks for the hearts. What up, Ted? How are you? Welcome in. How we doing? Yo, we got goals. Crushing them. Thanks so much. Appreciate the taps. How's your night? Oh, you can actively... Oh, that was neat. It, like, actively showed me the pickup. Alright, so 21. Alright, we want to rescan this. All right. Identify. Oh, and oh, that's cool. It actively shows you what it's scanning. Have a good stream. Thanks so much. I'm gonna try my best. Enjoy your weekend. All right, continue to review. All right, and review. All right. So let's do this. We're gonna do a refresh. All right, so here's what we're gonna try. I want to see if I switch it over to default game. What it shows you all that. We're gonna maximize the window. All right, and then we're gonna jump over. Let's see. What was this? 5.9. Yo, appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're at the 1K. Thanks so much. All right, needs review. 21 figs. We're gonna do our power analyze here. What's up, Bricks and Bits? How are you? Welcome in. Oh, that one's got an upside down camera. Good to know. We do it on this one. Does it fix the camera? A little bit. A little bit. Nope, still upside down. Kind of shows you a little bit better. All right, so complete. All right, I wanted to know where this guy was from. Obi-Wan ship. All right, that makes sense. I love this new feature where it shows what it's set it's from. That guy's from a poly bag, and we've got the little thing. So that's good to know. Oh, let's make sure it's got the right head. Got the little smirk. Oh, there's 3 of them. Yep, got the smirk. You're welcome. Was that your? But so here's the thing: is if it shows the associated set, I should be able to go to that set and say have all figs. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, dude, does it tell me that? That one won't work. Bro. All right, hold on. Was this what you were talking about earlier? Holy shit. Ah, but how do you pull that set? So you got to scan one in, but then it pulls all the rest. But that's my thing, right? I love this. 100% love this. Because then I can go in and then click on these, right? So that's super cool. Now what's really funny is it's listing all the other guys. And we have this one. Right? We have this one, but it's not on this list. It's not on this list. It says I own this guy. Where is that guy? Where is that guy? I don't see that guy. Oh, he was in the other set. The first bulk I bought from this guy. See, he's not showing up. He's not showing up in this. All right. I think he's talking to me. Hold on, I'm getting words from up above because he's unverified. If you scan but don't analyze or confirm, it won't show. Must be complete. I just analyzed. It's a power analyze. Dude, do you want to jump back in the call? But he's not showing up as the complete, so he must be registered. Mixed. Seeing mixed. See, this one's showing as mixed. Oh, this guy's not showing up at all. Did he not scan? He might have not scanned. But now I don't know if I can see the photo. Bro, it's not showing. Hold on. There's a delay. And it's not gonna show parts review because there's no parts. I did a mini the power scan for figs. Now we're in the wrong container again. 5.9. Complete now. Mixed. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, Here's the issue. This guy, I swear to God, he loves swapping the heads. This is the same guy. That's why the other one wasn't working and we didn't realize it was a Dune character. I think we thought it was a Star Wars character. Hold on. I'm not finding it. Because that head was on somebody else because it's got a breather on the other side of it, right? Yeah. And we thought it was a Star Wars head. Cause like look at this, Matt. This guy, this set is notorious because we have people like this in here. And like this. Like when I saw these two figs, we should have expected that all the heads got swapped around. But we didn't. Yo, what up, Gibby? How are you? Welcome in. Alright, I don't know where this head is. It's somewhere. I think it's in the living room. All right, so that makes sense. But it recognized it as her and not. Yes, wait. I don't know what you're saying wait for. Was that new? Oh, no, they are legit for these minifigs. But all right, I'm going to have to go find the crate. Hold on. Gibby, don't go anywhere. Anybody hanging out? I appreciate you. I'm gonna have to drink more coffee. Alright, I just cataloged some heads today and looked like Harry Potter heads, but they were on Speed Champion minifigs. Get out of here. Were they CMFs? I wonder if they were Harry Potter CMFs. And this janky software that we're using just doesn't recognize them. Could be. Alright, we're gonna pour my water in my coffee mug so it looks like I'm drinking coffee, okay? That legit use those heads. Oh, okay. All right, so we've scanned this, right? We've scanned this. We have these. We're good on those. I'm gonna put them in this bag for now, and we'll figure that out later. We got a bag and tag. Are you live or something else too? Because I'm not seeing chats. Yeah, I am. I'm live on all the places, Gibby. This particular view doesn't show all the chats. That's my bad. Let's see. Is this one? I don't know if any of these actually show all the chats. Because they're set up for red. No, I'm sorry, dude. They're set up for red, so they're not showing chats. But yeah, I'm live on purple, green, red, blue, TT, and I think that's it. Love the shirt. Thanks, no name. Ahsoka's the OG. All right. So this is the sorting bin for this monstrosity of the bulk that we bought last month. Where is that head? Nope. There it is. And we thought it was a Star Wars head. I just built her brick head. Love that build. Oh yeah, no, it's a fun one. I just recently got hooked on brickheads. And I kind of hate it for myself because it's just something else Lego that I'm gonna end up collecting. It's fantastic. Yeah, so she's probably... Alright, so that's making more sense too, because she was probably office as well. So I have a bunch of things that I'm not familiar with, like a Ghostbuster, but no Ghostbuster sets, and other random chests and stuff. But knowing that this guy bought CMFs now makes a little bit more sense. All right, now here's my predicament with this. Cube dudes? No. I have not seen those. Picked up the Optimus Prime brickhead in Disney Springs, Orlando. Awesome. Yeah, that's exactly why we're not showing chats, because got people trying to sell me views. CMFs are actually something that I might need to review because they are treated different from buildability perspective. Oh, that's very true. So we have this head. But is that the... Do we have that hair? All right. Now, here's my predicament. Matt and Sag, maybe Gibby. So the head and the hair for this particular person was in my 429 or 423 bulk. I lucked out by buying the rest of this guy's collection on 5.9. But I guess I need to just combine the two collectively as a whole, as a group. At least on this. Because that would be the easiest way to build the character, right? But that's the thing, as to where... Here's a good example. Matt, if you're watching. Yes, these are correct. They're wrong. But how do I find the right thing? Or do I need to just delete this? Because the method that I was doing was deleting this and then re-adding it. Would it be to break it down and then go in and then build it? And then if I break it down, is it gonna break apart the arms and the hands from the chest, or does it keep the chest as one? Because I've not broken down a character yet. Need the TMT set, but gotta pay for a wedding. LOL. Which TMT set? I got some of the Mega Block one. ComCon 1. Here's SAG giving me bro, what are these? I did not want to see this. Bro! Oh, you can just build them. Oh. This guy's literally just selling the pieces. Can I just get directions for these? That's all I want. Those are pretty rad. Search the other one. Bro, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Oh, celeb? Oh, bud. These are probably outrageous. I already know what that is. Yeah. Yeah. You have legit ones, or you have the pieces to build them? I don't even want to know how much these things go for. I'm scared to look. You have the set sealed? Bro. Bro! Oh, Matt called. Hello? Hello?
Yo.
What up? Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm almost done with what I'm working on, but I wanted to hop on specifically. God, what were you doing when I called you a second ago? You were
I don't know. I'm looking at Celebration stuff from 2010 right now. Because SAG is a meanie pants showing me this stuff. He knows. I just got tickets. I sent it to you as well. But I bought tickets for Celebration in LA next year.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely send me tickets. Or send me the info.
Mhm.
God, I'm blanking. You were looking at
CMFs, breaking this up, breakdown of the character.
Yeah, breakdown. Okay. Oh, it was the breakdown. So, okay, let's say that you have a minifigure that you've smart analyzed and you've got two wrong pieces, right?
Sample A. Mm-hmm.
In that case, what I would do is I would remove the wrong pieces only,
Mm-hmm.
right? And mark them as missing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that, what'll happen is that minifigure will automatically land in your partial. And if you have the parts to complete it, if you go into partial minifigures, you'll see that there is.
Okay. I see
Yeah,
where it's going. Okay, so Smart Analyze is flagging it with the orange text for wrong, but then you want to confirm that it's wrong, then you mark it as missing because it is missing. It's not on this figure because it's got different heads.
And I actually think I might make this even simpler because like all those options in the drop down don't make sense. I literally just want to make it, you know, like correct, missing, right?
Well, yes and no, to where you want to have those options for, because I fixed it, because in the analyze from some of those other sets where it had the helmet on, then we scanned it and it said it was correct, and then we took the helmet off, discovered that it was either correct and it was hidden, or but in that case it was one and the same, but it also was hidden, but it was incorrect. So
what actually, you know, what I'm actually thinking makes more sense is just adding the like ready to complete on the mixed tab as well, right? Because in that case, then what you could basically do is that if an item was missing and if there was the wrong part, you know, the system would essentially recognize those problems, and then if you had the parts to resolve them, whether it was in a partial state or a mixed state, then it would still you could still get that recommendation. That definitely makes the most sense, I think.
So that a good example for that is to where those stormtroopers, where I had the helmet, it was missing the helmet, but then the helmet was in the same container, but it was as a part, and then the figure was in the figure container. It could have recognized that, oh, that helmet is in this same container, but it's a part. Let's tie those together. I don't know. That's
no. I mean, definitely. I think that there would have to be some kind of like user action though, just to make sure that
you got to confirm it.
Yeah. Because if they didn't confirm it, then that what was recognized as a part would still be contributing to like the buildability, right? And so the confirmation would basically pull that part out of the inventory, which would ensure that, you know, what you're seeing on buildability is accurate, right?
Right. So like in this particular example, if I mark these two as missing, but like I have that head and the wig on there, how would, other than rescanning that head and the wig, how would I add that to?
Oh yeah, you have to break down.
Okay. Yeah. But if I break this down, it's gonna break down the wrong head.
Yeah, but like, so like so when I say breakdown, what I mean is that's how I do it, is I flip it to missing, and that's me breaking it down, right?
Got you.
Like,
and setting it aside to scan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's usually what I do whenever I'm doing all these. Okay. All right. Sag would like to join the chat. Says he has some ideas.
Awesome. And if you guys give me 5 minutes, I'll have a couple things to push here.
Okay. Well, so because we're on a direct message call, do you want to jump in the Figventory voice channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me do that. Give me 5 minutes.
No, yeah, take your time, and then I'll move to it, and then he can join in, and then whenever you're ready, you can just join in.
All right, perfect.
Sweet.
All right, bye.
Disconnect. All right, we'll try this out. Be mindful, I am live in 4-5 different socials. Please and thank you. What's up, Sag?
What's up?
How are you?
How's it going? I'm doing well, thanks.
Welcome. So he's gonna join us in like 5. He's really trying to push this update, and he keeps DMing with side notes on what I'm doing, but it's like a 30 to 60-second delay. So then I'll catch the message and he's like, I'm just gonna jump back in the call. So
Yeah, I totally know the feeling. I'm a developer too.
Okay,
so
nice.
I know when you get on a run of having success, you just want to keep going.
Oh
but
yeah,
then you also
That's
tell
what I
people,
told him
"Oh my God, I'm
initially.
having success."
I was like, dude, like I'm gonna get on and do something tonight. Like my night's free. If you want to jump in, we can jump in and have a call. But if you're like head down and wanting to rock out the software, then don't let me like slow you down. He goes, no, I want to jump in. I want to run mines. I was like, all right, we'll do it.
Yeah. So, watching, you look at these figures and you guys talking about the inventory thing. And this is just me spitballing. I'm not saying this has to be the solution, but what I was thinking, again, because I'm also a developer, I was thinking that what might solve this or help solve it is if Figventory had some dedicated containers for different parts categories. So you already had a heads container, like a hair / headwear,
like a default one.
Yeah, that are just default. They're there because we're talking about minifigures, right? So if you break down a minifigure, these are the slots that are going to go into. Now there's be outliers, right? Like you're going to have to have something for like capes or visors or something like that, right?
Right.
But you see where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
And so in this case, when you're looking at this figure right here, when you scan that in, it already knows that the head and the hair is wrong.
Right.
But if you like break that down, it should send the parts to the respective
yeah,
containers,
that's what
right?
we were kind of talking, but like, because you've seen me do it too, to where it was the wrong head, so I set it aside, and then I have a pile that I'm working on, and then once I get enough, then I'll scan those all in under my head category or my head container, kind of thing, but theoretically I could go into this, like right now it's not showing up under the minifig category, but he's gonna fix that to where it doesn't have the see original scan, to where technically I could go in, redo the scan, and then just highlight the head, and then it would add it in, and I wouldn't have to add it. It's just not on the minifigure tab. It's only on the parts tab currently.
Right.
Because I've literally done that before on some of my other scans when I've scanned 30 things all at once, and now they're in a tote in the other room. I was like, cool, I'm just gonna rescan them from that original image. And I've definitely done that before. What's up, James? Welcome in.
Well, what about this? So let's assume we have those dedicated containers, right? For all the different parts categories.
Yep.
And those were what you did your building out of.
Yeah.
So if it's not in any one of those dedicated containers that are like defaults, it's not in play, as it were.
Right.
We're talking about building. Then you can scan stuff all you want into a separate container. You do your reviewing and everything. And once you do your confirmation, it pushes those parts to the dedicated containers where you can then build from. So in this case, with your figure that has the head and the hair in the wrong place,
yeah,
if you break that down, it sends the parts to the right things, but you'll only be able to do a partial build of either of them. If you went into the build phase, and it would say, hey, you can partially build this one figure with the head and the hair, and you can build this other one. Then later, when you scan in those other parts, you don't have to do a rescan or go digging through stuff. You just keep processing your stuff. And as you're confirming pieces, it's pushing them to the dedicated containers.
Well,
and then when you're done going through your backlog, you go, okay, I want to build everything.
Right. I think the issue for that, though, is we're talking virtual containers, and where are they in actual real life to actually build it together. Just like
that's why you have the dedicated containers, because anytime you're going in and let's say you're looking at your 425 container there, right? You scanned in all that bulk. You have a review process that you got to go in and confirm, hey, is this the right thing? Is it the right color? All that stuff. when you confirm it, it moves it from, let's say you're looking at a pair of legs and you're like, yeah, that's the right leg print, it's the right color, all that stuff. You confirm it, boom, it moves it to the legs, the dedicated legs container that you can then build out of. Right? So you just keep processing your parts and confirming and verifying. And you don't got to worry about going in and rescanning. You don't got to worry about, oh, I think I saw that part in that other, I got to go dig that out and I got to take a picture of it. No, just keep the flow going. And then you get to a stopping point and you go, okay, I want to build, partial build or build whatever I can out of all this stuff, right? And see where I'm at. Because I think that keeps like the workflow more steady and not as chaotic.
Well, so like in this particular example, let me pull this together. Because the head and stuff, because what I need to do is combine the bulk that we're looking at today to this actual, because it's all from the same source. But the particular head, now that it's stuck together, because this is all from one bulk for me. I don't know how much you can actually see it on camera, but I had partials here. I've got another tub that I thought were complete that aren't complete because I had all the swapped around heads. And then I had the actual complete tub as well. But like for this particular one, I would scan her in under that. And then whenever I go and break it apart, I would pull that head and that wig into another container. Say, well, none of these are empty. But I would throw it all into said empty container. And then once I get to a point that I need to scan all these, then I know I can scan them. And then throw them into my head container, my hat container, my chest container, and so forth. But like I have this particular system set up for every bulk that I've done. That is still separate bulk that's not added into my whole collection. And like I have a whole shelf of it in the living room. It's a disaster. But it allows me, because that's where we started back in February, is to where each of my bulks I have set with dates, and then with inside of them I have those special containers like you're talking about. Well, the first two I click on don't. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm in minifigs, that's why I'm not in parts, so it's not showing me those. I thought oh, what up? Welcome.
What up, dude? You go to the dashboard real quick.
Uh-oh, I need to refresh.
Maybe not. Let's see. Let's go to the dashboard and just see if it pops up. I got two things for you.
Okay.
Actually, while you're on, if one thing, you want to go back to minifigs. This one was just for you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, refresh for sure.
Yeah.
Hard refresh.
All right.
So go to a container, one of the containers with one of the scans you wanted to see.
And we'll just go. We need to go to the actual container. Learned that lesson earlier. All right. Review detection. Yep.
Yeah. Now, so that's what you were asking for a minute ago, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's back now. So
Yep.
you got that. And then now go to dashboard real quick.
Bro, why did my collection go from 1,000 to 3,000?
From 1,000 to 3. Do you see everything that's up there?
Parts, complete, partial, unpriced. I'm not catching it.
So your total collection value now includes your parts value.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay. Oh.
So
okay.
all your parts are now priced in there as well.
Holy cow.
And then
all right, that makes sense.
And then you have and the total collection value is based on your complete partial minifigures and parts. And the way that I've set partials up
okay
is that basically it's like the total like average of that minifigure less the parts that you need to complete it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then you can see there's certain items that are unpriced either because
Yep.
there's no sales data for the last 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was cheating.
Yeah, so there's and some of these things like are loading a little bit slower than I'd like because
That's a
I've
lot of
got more
data.
work-
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got more work to do on like optimizing those calls. But yeah,
I like it. Holy shit. No wonder it jumped up. Okay.
Brilliant work.
Yeah. All right. Well, now this, I need to go buy more bulk because goodness gracious, I've not spent anywhere near this amount of money.
and
Need to sell it all.
And Serigal,
Yeah.
I also fixed like the import and export stuff for Bricklink. So
Nice.
So the import stuff is like I haven't tested as thoroughly, but you know, exporting to your Bricklink collection works perfectly now. And then if you have a Bricklink store, now you can export with the notes about completion. So basically what it does is let's say that you export all of your minifigures and you're exporting them for sale. You can select complete, like which subset you want, completed minifigure or completed, partial, unreviewed, all those things. And if you want to sell the partial minifigures, it automatically
What's up,
adds a
Dim?
description that marks which pieces are missing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very
so
nice.
Little things
That is
like
very
that.
cool. Yeah. You know, like I was saying in the Discord chat the other day, like if Bricklink was getting it done, we wouldn't be here.
Right.
So, I don't know how much you caught of what I was talking about just a bit ago. As far as like dedicated containers, and maybe that kind of helps the breakdown in the build process. But what I was saying was that I was hypothesizing that we might be able to get around this problem, you know, of running into situations where somebody has, you know, swapped parts on a bulk deal, right? And you're scanning stuff in, you're taking photos, and it's identifying all the parts, and it's also recognizing, hey, those two pieces don't belong to that, you know, that minifigure, but these, you know, other 6 or whatever do. What are your thoughts on the idea of having like dedicated containers for specific parts, minifig parts categories? And that is where you build out of, whether it's partial or complete, right? So let's say you go out, you get a bulk, you pull it in, you're taking the photos, you got this example right here where you got a figure that looks complete, but Figventory is saying, well, yeah, you got a complete figure here. You've got a part in every slot, but 2 of them are incorrect as compared to the others, right? Like the majority of this is one figure, 2 pieces are wrong.
Yeah.
Well, if you did breakdown and it then pushed those pieces, regardless of whether they belong to the minifigure or not, right? It pushes them to the dedicated parts containers. So it's going to push that head to the head container. It's going to push that hair to the hair container, so on and so forth. And then if you go into build, it's going to give you the option to build 2 partials.
Yeah, I see.
Right?
So yeah, I see what you're saying, and I'm gonna push back on this one just a teeny bit because there's 2 things that I've tried and then actually reverted due to feedback.
Okay.
And so one of them was this kind of like specifically in relation to breaking down minifigures was like automatic redistribution of parts, right? And that like multiple people reported that because they were not like actively selecting where those parts were going, that they essentially in that moment kind of like lost track
Lost
of where
them.
they landed
Yeah.
and like what they were supposed to do with them, which I felt like was like a valid concern. And then the second piece to the automated container mapping that is is a little bit tougher is because there's a lot of folks that are using the app right now are BrickLink resellers, and they've got these like highly complex inventory systems, where they really want the ability to label containers like by a variety of kind of different measurements, I guess is what I call it. And so if I don't allow for the kind of like that manual process, I think that would be like a big deficit for those folks. But what you're saying makes a ton of sense to me, and I actually think that what I would love to see, I don't know, and you let me know if this makes sense based on what you guys are saying, but so let's say we have a minifigure, right? And this is your exact example is, you know, 2 of the parts are wrong, right? But you have the parts to complete in your inventory somewhere, right? Like, wouldn't it be most valuable to know that information at that ingest moment? You know what I'm saying? So like, you upload, you analyze, you find out this thing is missing 2 parts. The system tells you that you have those 2 parts in, you know, box A and box B.
Yeah.
And then at that moment, like, you can either reserve those parts and put them in the queue or like build directly.
Okay, so to go right into that, I just rescanned. It took me a moment because it recognized the wig initially. I had to rescan the head and it recognized it. So I now have those 2 parts in this same container as what this figure is. And I've got these 2 missing. How can I, because there's not a complete now with this functionality because it thinks those 2 parts are missing. Would I do, because I can't do build, because build is going to pull from everything. And I only want to use this one container. Because they're there. Because they're right here.
I've lost. I think I got confused.
Okay.
So that is a partial minifigure that is missing 2 parts, correct?
Correct.
And those 2 parts are also in the same container.
They're in a different container currently. Yeah.
So, but those are the incorrect parts that are in a different container.
I'm jumping ahead. Yeah, because the other 2 parts are in a different container. They are. They're there. They're just in a different container. But I got these 2 to work, but I don't have the body in the correct body to go with that head. So disregard everything I just said.
Yeah. So the ready to complete stuff is kind of, I mean, and there's definitely some refinement here. Like my whole goal as we get further and further along in this road is like kind of to try to optimize it to be more and more intelligent as we go, you know? And so like there's all of these different surfaces that building, completion, like verification might be occurring. And so, yeah, I mean, what you're saying makes a lot of sense to me, because what you're honing in on is like, and this was something that somebody else has asked for too, is like, well, what if I could build more valuable minifigures from the minifigure parts that are associated with minifigures that are in a partial or complete state, right? And I'm like,
yeah, like that's like a really like a
Well, no,
really
I've literally done that with some of mine, and because it had the drop down whenever I was doing because I did the power scan, and then it gave me the option on the chest to change the chest to something else, and it was a more valuable figure, and it happened to be in the same container.
yeah, no, it's oh, sorry about that. Got the
What is it?
puppy. Yeah, no, I mean, this is like another one of the things that I definitely want to put in and have. I just have it on the feature list. It's
Right.
like sitting there on the feature list. But no, I mean, it makes a ton of sense to me because there's so many times that I will realize after the fact that like I had a part for a much more valuable minifigure than the one that I used that part for, right?
Yeah.
And whenever I realize that, I'm like, man, I have to find a better way of like figuring out that calculus, you know?
Bro, this guy's done switched bodies on these. Oh my god. I'm glad I got these on a really stupid good deal, because they've been frustrating.
Yeah, I get that. For some power users that have, to your point, Matt, that they've got an inventory system that they're using. I'm not saying replace the ability to or take away the ability to manually control what they're building out of or how they want to manage that. I'm more suggesting this as kind of a more streamlined way. Like if somebody's not doing that sort of thing, and you've got buy people who buy bulk, or like me, I'm buying essentially bulk directly from Lego.
Yeah.
Once I upload that stuff, or it gets scanned in, having the option to forward that to like dedicated parts containers, and then go into like build phase and go, okay, well, here's everything that's I can build out of my dedicated containers. If I want to switch to a more manual option and work out of other containers, like I wouldn't want that taken away necessarily,
Totally.
right? Like
No,
that's
yeah. No, I think that there's totally a way to like add that layer of automation too, right?
Mhm.
Like when you say dedicated containers, I just want to make sure that I fully understand. Like, would the dedicated containers, the purpose would be like, hey, here's a bunch of parts that are, reserved for like my next, like the ones I want to build next.
Yeah, essentially, in a way. So let's say I take a picture of one of the heads that I get in, my bulk buy from Lego, right?
Yeah.
And I scan that head and it identifies it. It's like, great, you've got this head. I'm like, well, actually, I have 178 of them.
Yeah.
So I go ahead and
True
update
story.
that. Yeah, true story. It's actually far worse than that. But...
Yeah. Did you share those photos in my Discord or the Figventory Discord with all the bags of heads?
I think I shared them in both.
Okay, all right.
It's my own personal French Revolution. In any event, so I say, okay, well, yeah, I don't just have one. You've identified the head, cool. I'm gonna update the quantity, and then by some mechanism, right? And let's just say let's use the I buy bulk used thing, right? And I lay out a bunch of stuff. I take a picture. It identifies all the parts, and then I have to go in and review it and confirm it, make sure the color's right, all that sort of stuff, right? And then have the option to, when I confirm those, it pushes those parts to containers.
All right, there we go.
That are labeled like heads or hair or torso, legs, right?
Yeah.
And then when I go into build, one of the options could be, I don't know, it could be the default, and then you could switch it if you want to build out of other containers. But your default build state would be, well, let's look at what you've got in your, you know, hair, heads, torso, legs containers, and what
Yeah.
can we build out of that? And if you want to swap it to something else,
Well,
you're welcome to do that. But
theoretically, it's just something at this point. It's not automated to where you can create whatever virtual containers you want, whether they're actual physical container or just a container that's in a drop down. Because it's no different than like my fake containers that I make for a Facebook upload. I don't actually own that product, but you can set a container to have those particular things, and then any stuff left over after the build, you could have it break down and then move it to those containers within the software. I feel like mine are all broken down into bulk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying. So basically, what you guys are saying is like, okay, I got this bulk lot, got a head and some hair. Like, I want to hit breakdown. I don't really want to have to like re-upload to, you know. Oh yeah, but then, so in this scenario of breakdown, right? Because the head and the hair was already marked as incorrect against the identified minifigure, then you wouldn't have any record of what that head and hair actually was if you broke down straight into a container. You see what I'm saying?
but doesn't it though? If you go into the that view where you had the figure with the head and it was showing them as missing, does it not identify the head as
what it is? Let me look.
No.
and then
Oh,
compare
does it
it
not?
like
No, it does not, because this is how those pieces are working, right? Is so when you upload a minifigure that is in, you know, some form of completion, right? And you're using smart scan minifigs, right? Like
Mhm.
the bounding boxes are drawn around that entire figure, and the identification engine, which is Brickanize, right, is looking at like is looking at that entire minifigure and trying to pinpoint what minifigure it is, right? And so when it returns that identification, it'll sometimes return, you know, three options, maybe it's one, like, but it gives you the, you know, the closest guess that it has, right?
Mm.
And it always assumes that figure is complete, right? So Brickanize, Brickanize does not go granular part level on figures yet. And I mean, I talked to the guy's name is Piotr. He's like a really great guy. We're in communication a bunch. And so he was like, yeah, this is one of these like really difficult problems to solve in terms of, you know, how do we know which parts are mixed on a minifigure if like we're automating this identification and it's like, oh, like the torso and legs are right. Like it's really hard to get that level of granularity on a one shot.
It's kind of like the chess
so-
problem a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. And so that was where the smart analyze idea came in for me. Was like, I was like, oh, I think I have an idea for how to, at the very least, solve the top level problem of this minifigure is not correct, right? And so what's happening there is that I'm actually taking the Bricklink, you know, reference photos and doing an analysis on them to be like, hey, are these pieces matching, right? And I provide the analysis with like a whole, like multiple layers of information so that it can analyze as close to correctly as possible. But in that process, it's not actually looking at the incorrect pieces and then being like, oh, like now let me crop that out, re-identify and go through this secondary loop, right? So there is, but like, I mean, I think that there is totally a use case for that. It's just, one of the things I struggle with is just like layers of complexity, right? And when and how it's right to like add the next layer of complexity in without, ultimately making like the core value of the product the like less clear, if that makes sense.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I totally get it. As a matter of fact, like I experienced that today, building a report at work, and I changed one field, and it blew up the whole thing, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah.
So I totally understand. Like throwing something else on the fire can can either cause it to flare up out of control, or it can cause it to go out. So
Yeah, and there's the thing that's also crazy is I've gone over the site end to end so many times, and like it's like there's the connective pieces of all of the like choices and identifications, like every one of these layers touches like a number of other layers in terms of like buildability and then like how those things are updating. And so it's 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 very much like a sort of process of figuring out like, okay, so this makes sense, like this is definitely valuable, but like if this was to be introduced, like what is the real world workflow that makes the most sense, and then like what is the digital workflow to accompany it that doesn't like further confuse.
right.
um which is like, I mean, I don't have these answers. I like lots of times I screw it up terribly, and then redo it, right?
Yeah. Um, I have another, I think, in my opinion, amazing idea that would be valuable, I think, if you don't mind me sharing it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So, because I have, I've got a large volume of minifigures, and of course, they're not all complete. So I'm kind of feeling that pain of like doing the import and then having to review all of them to go through and mark, what do I have, what do I don't have, right? And update them. So I'm gonna get a different balance of complete versus partial, obviously. This is something that occurred to me. Now I can do this on the other site, but it's a lot of manual work. So what if I was in my minifigs tab and I was in the partials? I was looking at my partials, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I want to grab like a certain number of my partials figures. Maybe I do a search for a specific theme in the partials. Remember we talked about doing the search, and I know that that's on your. Oh, it's already there.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, look at you. Look at you. So if you do a search,
that's literally while I was following. I was like, wonder what else changed.
yeah. So if you do a search for a theme, right? So just pick a theme there, right?
Yeah.
Whatever theme you want.
Yeah.
Now this will, this should work across the board, because where I'm going with this is you get a theme, you select which figures you want to include, and basically you're going to build, I guess for lack of a better way to put it, a container of figures where the goal is to export a wanted list of the missing parts, which you then.
I am happy to report we already have
Yeah, I'm
this.
gonna say I think we already had
Oh,
that.
it's already
Right?
that you
Yeah.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
the need to build partial list or something.
yeah, and so this specifically, and this is something that I haven't fully finished this out. This was built specifically for before I like really optimized for
Mm-hmm.
like the complete minifigure identification and kind of like states. We've like focused basically entirely on the buildability engine, right? And so you should go hop into like, I don't know if you have buildable figs right now.
Oh yeah, I should. Or you want me to go to build?
Yeah, go to build
Okay.
real quick.
We'll look at the same here. All right.
Yeah, go to build real quick, and then clear the filter up there. That's probably oh, there we go. All right, awesome. So clear. How about worth completing? Hop on over to worth completing because that's actually where this makes sense.
Here.
Yeah. So
There we go.
back up at
Yeah. That hurts my feelings. I have no Star Wars worth completing, but I have 3,800 other ones. But this is Star Wars. What? All right. But yeah, we're worth completing.
Yeah, so like clear that real quick and just let's see there. Yeah, all right, great. And so let's click into that city fire. Or whichever one you want. It's interesting. There's a refresh issue there, but that's good to see. So click on any one of those minifigures right there.
Which stream are you watching? Because I've already clicked in it a while ago.
Oh, I think there's a lag.
Yeah, there
going
probably
on.
is.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of one. Yeah.
All right, so when you're in that the city minifigure, so you see that thing down in the corner that says add to queue.
Mm-hmm.
So if you click add to queue, what'll happen is and you don't need to do that right now, but that will add it to the queue that's up there. And then in the queue view, you will have partial and complete minifigures that you can add there that you want to build, right? And for the partial minifigures, you can export a Bricklink wanted list that includes all of the parts that are missing from those partial figures that are in your queue.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
you know what? Great minds think alike.
Yeah. I was trying to
you
look
were-
and see how far, because that was way before the whole chest breakdown and everything. Because I remember it going live.
Yeah, it was hiding there in plain sight. So cool. Okay.
Yeah, but to your point though, you know, if you just were mentioning that you're going to export from Bricklink, right? Your collection, and that then you're going to have to review manually potentially some of these figures to see which are actually complete and which are partial, right? So if you were processing those from within the minifigure view, right? And those are being added as partials there. I've not connected the logic yet to allow like the wanted list pulling from those two different sources. But that's like really high on my list. It's like right alongside all of the CSV import export stuff that I'm doing because they're all kind of actually linked up in the same space. So yeah, so that will be coming soon.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to try to do it too so that you can make like multiple lists, right? So that it's not just like, so that there's like some type of way to track like, oh, this is like my highest priority list. Like I've exported those to Bricklink. I'm waiting on those. They've returned. Now I've built them. Clear list, right?
Yeah.
Like move to next or whatever.
Yeah. This will be great when it comes down to working on like the IPs where you can't get things directly from Lego.
Yeah.
You know, like Star Wars, Marvel, all that stuff. Yeah, and it's a shame that you couldn't do it with Lego too, because Lego uses element IDs and those change. And that's kind of a bummer, but this works.
Yeah.
This will be great.
I mean, the catalog. Oh man, the catalog, like from Bricklink to Brick Owl to Rebrickable, like all of them use different like catalogs or new cataloging systems, and
Yeah, I
Like
mean, I
all
get
your
it. I think Bricklink uses the system, and it's pretty much it's fairly universal. Other sites use the Bricklink system of using the part number, and then
I say I think
they've got
everything's gonna go to Bricklink just now that
yeah
Lego officially owns them.
yeah.
And
But see,
they'll
they
make it a
use element
thing.
IDs. They use element IDs on Lego, and whenever I don't know if it's if they change a mold,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they have to retool those, even if it's the same part, right? And I think as a way of like quality control and understanding where stuff came from a certain batch or from a certain mold. So like let's say they're molding a hair piece, right? And the mold is starting to show signs that it needs to be replaced because they've detected in their quality control they've detected that it's getting out of scope. They replace the mold. Well, they want to be able to know did the hair piece is coming from a specific mold or not, right? So they give it a different element ID. I think that's what they do. I don't know that for fact.
I'm pretty sure because I think that's what like a recent example with that is the Maul ship, the Sith infiltrator with the different hair piece for Qui-Gon, and then how it had the different color, and then you could based off the mold you could tell what the UPC code was, or it was a whole track process of, but you could look at the UPC code on the box and have a 50 to 80% chance of knowing if you got that mold in there or not, all because of what date those shipped and what mold it was. And it was crazy once you deep dove into that. It was nuts.
And
Yeah,
so
and
since those change for even basic parts, right? Those element IDs change. It's not a reliable source of truth, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Matt. You were about to say something, and I kind of trampled.
No. I was just going to say, yeah. There's like I see also on Bricklink and like there's a lot of like mold variant subparts. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but like sometimes when you're searching against a specific part, like a huge list of mold variants, they'll be like, this is a mold variant of this, and it does get like really convoluted,
Yay.
Hey, listen, guys, I've got to hop. I actually have not eaten dinner yet.
Oh yeah,
so I gotta
do that, man.
get,
Do that.
Getting hungry. But dude, I appreciate all the support, all the ideas. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I'll talk to you both soon.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for hopping on, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner.
Num nums. All right, now I'm curious what all else has changed. I'm curious with your 4,000 pieces, where your totals are now.
Oh, dude.
Because I mean, mine alone quadrupled once it started actually counting the parts.
Your mind would explode if you saw my dashboard.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like mine already jumped, and I was just like, what happened?
Yeah. There was another inventory thing that I was thinking about too, but I think that kind of goes hand in hand with what I was talking about earlier about the dedicated containers. But whatever. He's already working on some stuff. I don't want to step on his toes.
Right, and that was what I was kind of like. I was while y'all were talking, I was kind of creating it to what I was thinking of. Now if I can locate it again, but like I want to minimize and maximize all button right here because it's gonna get hairy after.
Oh, collapse and expand all. Yeah.
And I would like for it to like default as collapsed. And that way I can expand whichever one I want. But like I created a default category. They haven't been moved in here yet. But like I did default. Now I went in and defaulted them right? And I made the names,
Mhm.
but then you can make the whole group. But surely he could probably set it up on the back end to where whenever you sign up for an account, it creates those default whatevers, and then just when you scan in stuff, if you don't select a thing, it auto goes into that. Or like if you break up a figure, it could virtually go into that. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what you're kind of thinking of, or if I'm just completely off.
Yeah, I mean, we clearly have the ability to do it manually.
Yeah.
I guess the point I'm getting at is there's some things that we could features that could be, upgraded,
Mm-hmm.
to make the process a little bit smoother, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. I guess
Because I was putting oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was putting myself in your shoes for a minute and going, you buy a lot of bulk, and you just ran across like the perfect example of how you bought bulk from the same guy twice,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like stuff was separated between
Yeah.
the two bulks, right? Matching stuff was separated between the two. So having the default process where, and I guess where we're tripping up is the idea that that one figure had the different head and hair, and it wasn't identifying what they were. It was identifying the head and hair that should have been there,
Mm-hmm.
and going, hey, this doesn't match, right? Which,
Yeah.
100%, I get it. If we could get to the point where it said, hey, not only is this head wrong, but I
It's
know what
here.
this head is,
Yeah.
right? And I know
Yeah.
what this hair is, then you could just go, okay, cool, confirm, and it goes, and it just pushes the parts out to those default, unless you decide to do something else, unless you want to move it to a different container,
Right.
it would just
Well,
break it out into the default ones, and then you could build out of it. It would go, hey, here's 2 partials you can build out
mm-hmm.
of those 8 parts or whatever that were there, 6 parts.
So I think that was auto collapsed here. I don't know if that was a micro save that it did on its own because I'd already collapsed them earlier. But whenever I jumped folders and put this in, this area was already minimized, so that's nice. But like to run off yours to where like with that set, because it was the 423s. I'm trying to find it while I'm like these that are mismatched. Like this particular one I rescanned. We talked earlier. I don't know if you were in the chat or not. Whenever me and Matt were on the phone talking about rescanning it and then adding the helmet, and it worked correctly. But having it to where it was like, oh well, you're missing. How do I? It says I have 11 partial minifigs, but it's only showing 2.
Go to all containers.
Oh, that might be why. Yeah, because that's showing all
if you
containers.
go to partial and then hit the container drop down.
Yeah.
And go to all containers.
Well, I don't. Well, so that's the thing is I don't want to mix my containers because I'm.
It's just going to show you a view. It's not mixing.
Yeah.
Them. It's just going to show you in the view. It should show you all 11 partial here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So that's just across everything.
Yeah.
It isn't moving anything together.
Right. No,
it's just...
I knew it wasn't moving, but like I don't want to build at this particular point. I don't want to build anything across my bulk containers yet.
Right.
Because initially this all started on me trying to figure out what figures and what sets are in particular bulks, and if I'm even able to complete them from those bulks before I mix things around. But like with this particular one, I thought I would have more, but I guess they're under mix, they're not in partial. But like these particular ones to where it's like, oh well, this one doesn't have the helmet, but the helmet is technically right beside it, but it has the wrong hands. But on your example, it's like, oh well, this is the wrong head, but instead of wrong, you could choose. Like I think I could do. It's not giving me. No, because it's missing. Whenever it gives you the build option, I think you can choose from where you're building it from. But that's a main feature that I want to have here is being able to build not by filter but by container, because I know you can do it under analyze, but is that I think that's just under parts. Yeah, because you can do it this way, but I want to be able to build because it's the same thing. Like I wanted to do this one and analyze. Like it's gonna tell me I can build all these guys, right? Because I have all those in there. But I want to be able. But every time I'm jumping into that, I have to go in and then reanalyze. And then once I click on this, it used to be where when you X'd out, it didn't pull this back up. Now it does. So at least that's better.
That's such a cool figure, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I had one of those.
Which one? I didn't even see which one it was. The mummy?
It was one of the Pharaoh ones, yeah.
Dude, so
Yeah,
I will
mummy.
honestly, I will 100% tell you anything that's not Star Wars that you see on my shit, you ever want it, you let me know.
I may hit you up for that.
Because I know some stuff that you have that I know I want. Just, just saying.
So here's the thing. The cool thing about the cube dudes.
Yeah, those are wild
Sorry to
looking.
sidetrack.
No,
But
it's I
cool
hate that I
thing
know
is
about
this-
these now because they look stupidly cool.
Yeah, and they're okay. So these were done by a guy named Angus McLean,
Yeah.
and he worked for Lego for a while, I
Yeah.
think. And he was doing these on. I sent you a link,
Okay.
I think, in Discord, like
Okay.
direct message.
Yeah.
And it's the entire catalog of cube dudes that this guy made.
Okay. Was that the Flickr
hundreds.
link?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
hundreds of them.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
So he was doing this before Rebrickable was the
Before
thing.
Brickheads.
Yeah.
Well, before
Yeah.
Brickheads, right?
Right.
And so these were like the precursor. And my guess is he worked for Lego or was attached to them. He designed both those
Yeah.
sets, the one from Comic-Con and the one from Celebration.
Mm-hmm.
And he had done a bunch of other ones too. And I think it was probably because Lego was like, well, we don't want to call a product Cube Dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need something to be a little more generic.
Yeah.
A little more,
What? How can we market it better? Yes.
Yeah, how can we market
Yeah.
it better so it's not just dudes?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Brickheads was born.
Mm-hmm. No,
and
like I've
of
never
course-
seen these before, and that's just wild.
Yeah, the
They're
great thing about it
so
is
cool.
I don't think any of them use printed parts.
I know some of the Brick Link sellers was listing the directions for them, and then a couple of them mentioned printed stuff, but I didn't dig in. I was just literally reading it while you were showing me the stuff to look up.
I think it's minimal.
Yeah.
It's minimal. The printed stuff is pretty like non-issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you could build any
Oh
of
my
these.
God.
I don't think he has instructions for all of these.
Look
I
at
know for the
this.
Star Wars ones, the sets that I showed you,
Oh
those
my
are available
God.
online.
Those are so cool.
And it's all just generic
Yeah, it's just bricks.
parts that
'Cause,
you
I mean,
could probably pick a
yeah.
briquette and
Oh, I listen. You can't see it, but literally underneath my desk, there's all kinds of bulk that are sorted, semi-sorted, and goals of sorting through. So yes.
he did a Han Solo and Carbonite cube, dude.
Oh my God. I mean,
That's
it's probably
just all.
yeah.
It's just all dark bluish gray. But yeah, I mean, look through that Flickr site. He's got
Yeah.
hundreds of them.
God,
And
Flickr.
from what I understand, I've not built any personally. But from what I understand, it's kind of based around like a 3x3
Yeah, it looks like
cube
it.
kind
Yeah.
of system. And once you kind of get a knack for it, you can, from what I heard, you can look at one and go, yeah, okay, I understand how that was built. So you can kind of like reverse engineer
Yeah.
some of these and build them if
All
you
right,
want.
Cube Dude, Star Wars.
Yeah, he's got what it says 355 different cube dudes
Is it?
spanning all sorts of categories. I mean, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Marvel.
Oh my god, look at they're so cool looking.
Yeah.
I hate how ratchet they look, but how good they look.
Yeah. He's got the Matrix. He's got
God.
Toy Story. He's got the Flintstones.
Look at this blue Boba Fett. Oh my god.
Oh, that's Jango Fett.
Yeah.
That should be Jango Fett.
Oh. Cube Dude Kenner
Oh,
Boba
he's calling
Fett.
it the Kenner.
Yeah.
The Kenner Boba. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
Kenner Boba Fett was kind of that blue color,
Yeah.
which was.
Osmond. Oh my god. Osmond.
Dude, he's got a Cube Dude Captain Crunch.
Oh, IG-88.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yep. There's your Han Solo.
Yep.
Help with lightning.
He's got Cube Dude Reservoir Dogs.
Wow.
He's done them all. He's done everything. And you know what? It's what since you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna love this. He pops up on my Instagram feed every now and then. Angus McLean does.
Yeah.
And he's doing like a lot of like satire stuff right now. And he's doing a thing called Slab Wars.
Uh-huh.
Where he's making like these very like low like 8-bit Star Wars characters.
Okay.
Out of just regular parts.
Yeah. All right.
And it's really funny because he does really funny voiceovers with it.
Oh boy.
So if you ever get a chance to go look him up
I'll
on
have to
Instagram.
check it out. Yeah. For sure. That's fantastic. But yeah, how did you come across? You said you had a sealed set for the.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I bought it from somebody off Bricklink a long time ago.
I can imagine.
I think I only paid like $50 for it.
Oh wow. Well,
Now,
I'll give you 65.
The box is not pristine.
Yeah.
It's not like raggedy either.
No. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of crush damage on the top mainly, but it's still sealed. It's still got the.
Okay. So yeah,
stickers.
looks
Like
like there's 2,000 of them made.
Yeah. I don't know what number mine is. Let me see.
Yeah.
I think it might be close by. Let me see if I can get
Yeah.
that.
There's two on here right now that are.
Oh yeah, here it is. Hold on. Let me grab it.
He still messaged me on the side. No.
Yeah, it's actually got a little bit of crush damage on the side, not on the top, like I remember. Anyway, it's 1009
Nice.
of 2000,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's got the five bounty hunters.
That's pretty sweet.
Indeed.
Crazy. Now, God, now I'm gonna have to try to build these things. I don't have time for that.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. Now I know. When I need to use spare parts, there we go.
Yep. I was feeling really bad about having to manually review 4,000 minifigs, so I had to share some pain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's got to be a way. I mean, so with yours, you might want to look just to see if it does. Because I'm not sure what all the details that it's bringing over, but maybe the Smart Analyze will work its way through some of it for you.
The only data that comes out of Bricklink is, so I think the first data point is like an item code, which is M for minifigure.
Mm-hmm.
It has the item number. So, SW0324, whatever the case may be, right? It has a quantity field, a condition field. And I think that's it. There might be one other field, but it doesn't even export notes.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. So, but that's on Bricklink's side to where it's not releasing the notes, right? It's not something that Fig is not reading the notes.
Yeah, so
okay.
The Figventory template accounts for a notes field.
Yeah, okay.
So if I wanted to manually add notes, like if I wanted to download and export from Bricklink, and then I'd have to manually go through
Okay.
and add the notes to upload.
So I think I'm wondering because you can take a because I don't have anything on Rebrickable, so I can't or Bricklink I can't look at it myself. But I'm wondering if you could do like a print off of it, like a PDF print off, and then have like Claude review it, and then build a CSV that you can upload that has the notes category.
Well, so then the other thing would be that, and I think Matt said something about this earlier. We would need to have the individual part fields
Mm-hmm.
on the upload,
Mm-hmm.
right? With like a
Mm-hmm.
binary toggle,
Yeah.
like a 1-0 yes
Oh,
no
yeah.
off on kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
like for the head, it's like, well, I don't have the head for this one, so I'd want to pass a 0 or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I have I've got all these parts but this one, or you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe I only have the helmet visor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not like a default kind of part category. That was the other thing I wanted to ask him about. Like, what about accessories?
Yeah.
Now I
So
know Bricklink doesn't typically include them in the figure build,
yeah.
and I found out today a very glaring example of why they don't.
Mm.
So I picked up this little poly bag set that had like Spider-Man and Venom, and I was cataloging those figures, and I'm literally saying to myself, like, I wish that they would account for accessories. And I
Mm-hmm.
went, and as I was looking at it, I noticed that the Venom figure is the same build, the same print, right, of head, torso, legs, is in 8 different sets.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you decide which
Yeah.
accessories are dominant, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was even worse with the Spider-Man figure. The Spider-Man figure appears in 23 sets.
Yeah.
So it's just like a case of, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. So I was actually, planning on acquiring, and I've already started doing so, like acquiring accessories for some of the figures, just so that when I ultimately display them, I want them to, not just be standing there without anything in their hands, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a whole nother talk show. So maybe I need
Well,
to back
hey,
off of that.
I'll show you my accessories that I have collected that I will probably never use. So
Do you have like a whole like 33-gallon
Buddy,
like tub of
no, it's not
of
that bad.
accessories?
It's not that bad, but
You have the
it's
accessories pile in the corner
it's
of your room where you
so
break it down figs, you just fling it over your shoulder. Like,
I mean,
oh, that goes in
at
the
some
accessories
point,
pile.
I've got to go through them because I got to find my tan feather and my I don't know if I've ever told you that, to where like you can see the Jack Sparrow head hair right here, but in I think it was this
Wasn't it like a $20 or $30 feather or something like that?
yeah, it's like $70 feather.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it goes. Let me see if I don't think it's gonna show in here because I think I have her as a partial. Let's see, as oh. See, that's not right. Needs review. I probably not reviewed it. Nope. See, that's not in that one. Was it in my 112? I gotta remember which bulk it was in. That's my issue. Nope. Wasn't in that one. Wasn't the Taz? Oh, I think it was the 3-tote. Where is? Am I blind? No. Is it not showing up? Good parts. 3-tote batch. Why is it not showing those as? That's interesting.
I'm gonna grab some water. Be
Yeah,
right back.
do your thing. Why is it not showing any minifigs. That's interesting. Yeah, not pulling up at all.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know where she is, honestly, because it's weird. This whole bulk is, it's not showing any complete figs, which is very possible that I've not scanned any. Because this was the initial chaos. Because this kid had his own Build-A-Figures going on to where they were all shredded everywhere, and it was before. Yeah, this was before the multi-scan, so I scanned everything individually. I guess. Looks like it got less. Yeah, one pants at a time. This was on the pages to where you had to have the page and it would separate them, I think. I don't know.
I'm wondering if you were doing a bulk like this and you decided that you were going to break everything down so that you photographed everything individually, but you didn't want to do one photograph per part.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about setting up like an overhead, like
Yeah.
photo booth kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
What if you had like some 3D printed templates that allowed you to put like 25 sets of legs in, or 25
yeah.
heads, or 25 torsos? That you just lay them in there.
Lay them in.
They're
Yeah.
separate.
Like a
There's
tray.
enough space in between them.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so
and then you
like,
could just photograph those and then be like, boom, there's.
I don't have it. I might have a print off of it still. Let me see. Yeah, you can't really see it, but this was the part sheet, and it has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then 5 columns, but they're on there very lightly. And then he had a to where you would scan the parts, you would scan like this is the full minifigure sheet, where it's similar, but it's only A through D, and then it's got 3. But yeah, that's where we started before the power scan, which is weird because it's not showing. Yeah, this is weird because it's not giving me the option to pull up that photo either. Because he just fixed that, I thought. Because it definitely did on some other stuff. I wonder if these are owed to where... Oh, it doesn't, because they were individual. That's why they were scanned in by the QR code. So it doesn't have... let's see, which one would be new enough that would have that? Yeah. But, like, I mean, you can tell to where it's... I put them in rows and columns. But on some of these, it got pretty crazy. I remember which one was the one that really took off. 11, 12.
Oh, I found a guy who designed a jig for minifigure parts if you're going to like UV print them.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit overkill because it literally has slots for the arms.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And slots for the legs, like front and back and side. You can even print on the side of the torso. He's got it.
Jesus. Well, now I've seen the thing now to where they got those laser printers that they're printing their own designs on chest plates, on actual like blank chest pieces.
Oh, you mean on Lego?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
The
pretty
downside
wild.
to that though is that they don't let you choose the base color of the torso. They're all white.
Yeah.
So like if you've got a print that they have that's like predominantly red, and you're like, that would look great on a red torso, because then it would just look like the rest of it's just
Mm-hmm.
embellishment, right? The other colors. You can't print it on a red torso. You can only print it on a white one. They had some cool ones for the 15th anniversary of Ninjago.
Mm.
And I think one of the really cool ones was green. And you'd think it's a no-brainer. You'd want to print that front and back on a green torso, but you can only pick a white one. So
All right, yeah, you're talking about heads. Yeah. This was a nightmare. Cause this is the one that was all. He had his own Build-A-Fig going, and this is why I wanted the chest stuff that Matt finally finished. But talked about doing legs because they're all different, but then it recognizes the legs as solid colors and not the actual prints on them.
yeah.
And same thing with like the actual like leg piece. It'll recognize it as a whole leg or a whole set of leg.
What was going through this kid's head?
I
It was
don't
like,
know.
you've heard of Lego build a minifigure.
Yeah,
now try dismember a minifigure.
No, dude, it was it was awful. This wasn't, but I mean, like the amount of figs that I had in this collection is wild. So in the end, it was still worth the trouble. But like I'm trying to, I just want to pull up, 8 containers, 1,100 pieces.
Wow.
See if it actually pulls. 67 from that container. Needs review 53 because I've not done any. See, this is still pulling. It's pulling everything. Why is it pulling everything? Here we go. Yeah, so of that, so far I've completed 22 partial, and I've not reviewed any of these since the updates on the software. But
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do with mine is I'm gonna delete everything.
yeah, I feel that.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build those default containers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna do a re-import of my collection because it is now I'm like rocketing towards 4,200.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, maybe not right. I'm at 4133 right now.
Jesus. Of figures?
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, not all of them are complete. So,
Yeah.
But I have 4,133 minifigures accounted for in some shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them have multiple parts, right? Some of them, like there's a lot out there that are like, I just need the legs, or I just need the hair, or I just need, But there are some where like I saw a part and I was like, hey, that's on like 12 minifigures, and I bought 12 of them, and I only have that part of me, whether it's like the head or the helmet or the legs or something, right? So there's a lot of, I'm gonna have to go back through, and that's why I think if you recall, I was talking about changing my strategy, and being more targeted and being, going through, and Matt putting in the ability for us to look at the sets. You loved this earlier, right? So now imagine, go in, you enter a set, and it goes, hey, you've got 6 of the 13 minifigures. It's like, cool. I'm just going to target those for right now.
All right, so let's look at that.
Having
that
like
was
the
not a
shoe boxes
thing when I first scanned these. So like this guy I can build,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not.
So you click
pulling
on that.
up. Yeah, it's not working.
Not working?
Is it
What?
pulling up in a different window?
No. Maybe it's got to be in a certain state before you can do that. These.
Here we go. I had to click the little arrow. Fighter tank. Interesting.
Well, no, but see, you should be able to see that. You should be able to see how many figs you have and are missing in Figventory.
Oh yeah.
Because we saw that earlier.
Well, it might not be because
Maybe.
this is ready to build, so it's not built yet.
Yeah, I think if it's built,
So that maybe
then
that's
you can do
that's
it.
why. But it's showing me at least the set, and then it's got 2 different minifigs in it.
Yeah, let me go into mine and see if that's the case.
But like, yeah, so it's showing. So most of that stuff, all of the stuff is from one bulk. But then if I go into this, see, it should default from that. Like, I don't know why. Why is it choosing this one over that one? It's not alphabetical. Or is it? No. The number would be first, right? Before the letter? Because it's doing N12 before 112. Maybe it's the letter first. But all the
And
rest.
Now this could be what we were talking about earlier about the mold changes, right? In that it's the same piece essentially,
Yeah.
but it's associated with a different
Oh.
mold. So from Lego's perspective, it's a different element ID, and they may have a breakout
Well, no, so like
on Bricklink as well.
this is just a minifigure visor. I have 9 of them, right? But it's
Mhm.
pulling it from my one container named N12. But I have some in the same container as all the other pieces. So why is it not choosing that one over the other one? And I'm trying to figure out if it was alphabetical or what was making it choose. But the thing is to where I have the same. Oh no! So
Yeah,
all the
everything
other,
else is
all the others. Well, so this one, well, but all the
Can
other
you
ones
swap it?
are in. Yeah, I can change it. But that's why it's doing it alphabetical, and N as in Nancy comes before the number 1 is why. I need to change that date on that one from N to 11, but I need to go through and rename all mine so that way the year matches. That was November.
This reminds me, this figure right here reminds me that I bought a Phase 1 Commander Cody.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've ever seen M&R Productions.
Uh-uh.
He bought a bulk of like 4,000.
Oh yeah, just recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought one.
Oh, okay.
But then there was some backlash and some people getting a little perturbed because
Yeah, because it was in a suitcase, right?
Well,
and it was...
no, it was because he withheld the camas.
But
And
I'm
it
saying
turns out,
the video was he had them in a like a carry-on bag, and they were all ziplocked. But yeah.
Yeah, they were all individually ziplocked. Did you hear the background of where those came from? So apparently there was a vendor that was making remember the Lego buildable watch kits?
Mm-hmm.
They did one a number of years ago that had Commander Cody was the theme.
Mm.
And it came with a Commander Cody figure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he theorizes that Lego had just sent this company a whole bunch, like way more than they needed, and they ended up, they had either they discontinued it or they retired the watch kit, and this company was sitting on literally a few thousand of these figures. Like, what are they going to do, right? So somebody bought it from them, and then M&R bought it from them, and then he was selling them for, I think I bought mine before the rush. He was selling them for like 22.
Yeah.
I got mine at like 27, and they typically sell for around 37
Yeah.
on Bricklink. But he got the camas and didn't include them because the cama itself
Mm-hmm.
is like a $16 part.
Yeah.
So now everybody's like, well, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You're selling us this figure, but then you withheld like a high value part, so you can just like,
Well, that's like what I
Apparently
do
there's-
now with like all my brick economy stuff. When I'm searching bulk on it, it's like, oh well, this bulk open is worth X amount of money, but then if you look at it and the figures, they're worth 90% of that. It's like, wait, hold
Right.
on, that math's not
Right.
mathing.
Yeah. And I get it. The guy's in business to make money,
Oh yeah.
but it actually did. He does like a weekly, Q&A
Mm-hmm.
video on YouTube, and it was brought up, right?
Mhm.
Which means that there were enough people banging the drum around the idea
Oh, yeah.
that he withheld the cama, that he brought it, and he goes, yeah, it's like a $16 part. But part of his reasoning was that I think there was another version of the Phase 1 that didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really kind of he shouldn't have shown us the pictures of him, the video of him
Yeah.
pulling them out of the suitcase with the camas, because everybody's
Yeah.
going, oh, I'm gonna get a cama with it. But it is what it is.
Live and learn.
I have a phase 1 Commander Cody now.
Nice.
It's just gonna cost me like $60 to complete it if I
Oh
want.
my god.
Ugh.
Let's see. Can I search? I don't know if I even have one. I don't think so.
Yeah, let's see if I can find the.
Phase 1 Cody.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah. So see, he said part of the reason he didn't include the camo was that he didn't have the shoulder pad,
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't come with that. And I think there's another version of Cody that doesn't have either of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so he made the business decision to go, well, I'm gonna sell them as the version that doesn't come with either of them, rather than selling them a version that only has one of the accessories that it would normally come with, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're both phase
So it
1.
makes
So
it-
here's the one that's without it.
Yeah, see, it doesn't have either. It just
Mhm.
has, yeah.
Yep.
It's got that
Interesting.
lovely head. That head is just,
This one.
yeah, the head on that
Mhm.
is so funny.
Yeah. Good old phase 1s.
Ugh. Maybe I should stream me reviewing all of my figs.
All right. All your 3,000 lines of text. Yeah, like
Yeah, good.
these are the legs. So it scanned this, and then it registers as this. So it's like, well, no, it's missing a leg, and I need to find if I have that leg. But like all the chest didn't have arms, and just crotches with
Yeah.
no legs. And
And
it's
see, on Bricklink, if you look up that set of legs, so if you go back
Yeah.
to that and
Mhm.
find the reference that it matched it to,
yeah.
it has a breakout of the
I think
hips and the
we-
legs.
I think we talked about that, and it no longer, because we couldn't find it. Because me and Matt were talking about it after he completed the chest. Because I was like,
I could swear that they had a
Yeah.
breakout for that.
I thought so too. Because he's like, no, they have it for the chest that breaks down the arms and the legs, or the arms and the hands, but not for the pants.
They probably said like, "Who's gonna take the legs off?"
Yeah.
And it's like that one kid like
Yeah.
shoots his hand up in the
Uh-huh.
air and goes, "I'm gonna dismember them all."
Yeah. No, he did, and then he put them together with other pieces, and so it's just. It's like, is that a Vader crotch or is that a Ninjago crotch? I can't tell.
Dude,
So-
Vader Crotch is the best band name that's never been used.
It's full of things like this, and it's just like, oh my god.
Well, you know, Lego is kind of a choose your own adventure toy.
Right?
We got to be honest.
See if I can find that set, 'cause I wanted to show you.
Oh, how
that
much is that
one.
headpiece? How much is that?
This
Jack
one's
Sparrow
not.
headpiece. Go for?
This one's not much. Go back. I think it was like 25 cents. Yeah. 20, 40, 55. It's not crazy because it's in 8 sets.
Right.
He's not the rare one, but it was but it's not Black Pearl either. It's the other ship. Because I've got most of it, and I think I could actually build a lot of it. But maybe this one's a different hair.
Did you do your dark saber build yet?
No, it's still sitting here in my box.
I got half of the pieces in the mail today.
Nice.
The other half are coming from Denmark.
Jesus.
So about the only piece I
Black.
think I won't have for that is the nameplate, which
Yeah.
I'm not super concerned about.
Which?
It's not like somebody's gonna come into my house and go,
Oh,
I can't believe
I'm an idiot.
you don't have the nameplate.
Right?
for your
What's a
dark saber."
nameplate? Like, did you see my nameplate on my look at this nameplate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the mold print.
Yeah, those large plates like that have the brew nubs on them.
But this one's fake. This is the Brick Vivid for the
Oh well,
cell
no, I
bars.
got I have some of those plates because I was doing a mosaic project
Yeah.
and I bought them because I wanted to. So it's 4 separate mosaics of members of a band.
Nope.
And my pipe dream was that I would send these plates off, those large plates like that off, to get them autographed, like in silver Sharpie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would put them on the mosaic, right?
Oh my.
And I was disappointed when I received them, and the Lego ones have the nubs on it.
Yeah. How do I have parts for 3 different Jack Sparrows? I know I have a complete one, but none of these are showing complete. Alright. Associated sets. Not that one. Alright. There's not a back button. God. That was the first one. Try this again. Second one. Hopefully it's the last. Nope. It had Jack Sparrow in that set, and I cannot. It's Queen something. Queen Anne. Yeah, that's it. There we go. All right. So yeah, I've got most of these figs. I have her. This is the one. And of course, it pulled up the brick link and not my actual figure. $60%. I'm missing the hat and the feather. The feather is $74. The hat is $16. What's really funny is the hat I cannot find. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if I threw it away or put it in with my non-Lego alternative stuff. And I've looked through all of it, and I had my mom, when she was here visiting, help me look through it. Couldn't find it anywhere because I thought it was a fake Lego because it was so weird looking.
Yeah, it's crazy how they
As of the feather, I should have it. I don't think I got rid of it, but hell, I could have missed it. and it could have ended up in
70
junk.
bucks.
But
$70 used. Is there
Yeah.
anybody selling it new? I wonder what it is going for new.
I don't know how you
You
could
s-
get it new.
So
And
you
just,
see the
like,
condition?
yeah.
See hit the drop down, the condition
Yeah.
drop down there above the list.
Well,
and
I'm just
select
saying
new.
is how 80, 95, 81, 116, 317.
Yeah, so this would be from like a seller that bought multiple sets and parted them out.
Yeah.
And so they just took everything out of the bags and
Mhm.
put them in their organization, and then somebody comes along and says, "Yeah, I want that feather brand new." Well, cool, I got one. It's going to
Yeah.
cost you $80.
And then
Oh,
they
have what,
use
8 of them?
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah, so that's 8 sets that they parted out.
That's insane. But yeah, there for a while she was, because I'm just missing. I mean, now, obviously it's not complete because I don't have the hat and the feather.
What you need to do is you need to watch Pick a Brick like a hawk.
Oh, it won't have either one of those.
What's that?
It won't have either one of those. That's
The plume they might. The plume feather they might.
no.
They've got that in other colors.
Right, they got it in all kinds of colors, but that's
Yeah.
why it's so valuable. Is that this is the only set and the only color that it's ever. No, it's in one other thing. There's 2.
Well, it says 41 minifigures.
Yeah, but
43
that's all
minifigures.
colors though.
True. So then go to summary up there at the top.
Dark
which will let
tan.
you
Yeah,
select the
there's your
color you
2.
want.
Yeah. Her and then Radagast. Only 2.
Yeah. So here's the crazy thing I've learned about Lego in my time buying parts directly from them to build minifigures. They slide stuff under the radar all the time.
Yeah, I bet.
They bring stuff back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, even if you're just up there, looking at it for, a couple times a week, just go check Pick a Brick for that
Oh,
part
well,
number.
I also don't have a Lego store that's within 3 hours of me.
No. I'm talking about the Lego store, Lego.com.
.com.
Yeah. So you can buy parts in bulk. As you know, I do it all the time. I would not be surprised if that shows up at some point. Like they have torsos with like specific prints that have come back after years.
Yeah. Well, they probably found a bag somewhere in some random closet that they didn't know existed. Like, oh, well, we can throw this one, Pick a Brick.
Well, no, they'll do production. So like if they ever go into production on more Pirates of the Caribbean stuff, or if they find another way to use that part in that color, it'll go into production, and then usually a few months after it's in production, they make stuff of it, unless it's licensed, right? So if it's a unique Star Wars print or Marvel or that sort of thing, which is strange because they have the Captain America cowl available on Pick a Brick. But I'm pretty sure like Disney and Harry Potter and stuff, Warner Brothers, they probably part of the contract is that they don't do any like the only the approved sets are allowed to have like the licensed parts. So if they make use of a part that was already readily available, like, hey, we're going to use this brown hat that we already make, well, then that part can still be sold on Pick a Brick. But if it's like a mold or a print that's specific to that IP for that character, then it's probably in the contract that they can't just sell that direct to the public.
Yeah, good old Star Wars and Disney tax.
Yep.
All right, well, I just realized that it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I gotta get up early.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for letting
Yeah,
me
good
hang out.
hanging. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining. So,
Yeah.
I think we're working on trying to make that a Monday reoccurring thing, depending on how it all goes. So, but no,
Sure.
that was fun. So good to see the progress. I'm glad glad he was able to drop an update on us live. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yep.
I'm loving the new dashboard and everything.
Yep. All right, man. Have a good night.
You too, man. Have a great
All right.
night. Thanks
See ya.
again. Bye.
Bye. Chat, it's late. It's late. It's 1 o'clock. Who let me stay up this late? I don't know if I'm going to be streaming in the morning or not. Just FYI. We might hop on for some coffee and build some of this ship. I got to get it out of the way so we can do other stuff again. And holy cow, all this stuff. My phone died. Ugh, got so much stuff. All right, guys, thanks for hanging. I really appreciate it. 2-hour stream turned into, I don't know, how long are we live? 4 hours.